point now.
10 seconds remaining.
So what? The OP stuff was what? Lycan Pugna, right? Lycan for sure, and then with the combination of Pugna was super.
Yeah, that's what Flight and Moon would do.
Yes.
And we have the bounty hunter ban out against ESPADA all the time because Immersion is the god. I think he's the breakout player for this CIS qualifier for sure.
His bounty was very good. His Sand left quite a lot to be desired.
So we
struggled.
We hyped up that Sand King, and then he like missed loads of burrow strikes.
Many burrow strikes. And he didn't cast many epicenters either. He really struggled.
That's so unfortunate.
So Clockwork and Bane. All right. Interesting how Clockwork's banned in this one. I know these teams do like Clock a lot, but it's a lot on. I keep saying Flight and Moon, Windstrike. They're the big Clockwork team because they run it in offlane as well.
Yeah.
So okay, so Axe and Skywrath are left open.
Yeah, surely you take the Skywrath here, ESPADA.
I think you should definitely take the Sky. Maybe you just take Beast Sky here. But they've kind of fallen away from Beast on these teams a bit.
Hey JJ, will it be possible to have audio on the television as well?
There is audio.
There is.
Oh, look at that.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Remaining. What you touch? That's enhanced production value that you can't talk about yet.
Enhanced production value.
Oh yeah, Naga's still in the pool. Whoopsie.
It's gonna be amazing.
I still think you want to take the Skywrath.
Yeah, I don't think you want to let them get Axe. Unless you're gonna run Pugna.
Thing is that if they take Skywrath, Spirit's gonna take Warlock. So it's like, what do you want to play against?
Maybe you have Warlock actually.
Maybe you want to take the Warlock if you have the Naga Siren.
Take the Warlock.
Then you have like your team fight is secured. Your lanes might be actually your lanes still be okay. You might be able to sustain through it.
Meow,
Hi kitty. Hello. You're very fuzzy. So it's Warlock, Sky, or they do something completely different. But Spirit more than likely are looking one of those two.
Taking their time.
They are.
Bit unusual for the.
I don't have my hero list in front of me. Very
No.
Oh.
tough to think right now.
Dire team pick.
Nice, they take the Warlock. Okay, so they secure taking the full team fight instead.
I mean, that's what we thought they'd do.
And it's if they do take the Skywrath, then you have the heal to sustain the lane to tank through it.
Oh, they go for the Lycan.
I mean, I like that better than
Lycan
the
was
Sky.
banned.
Yeah,
Lycan was not banned. They banned Night Stalker instead.
didn't like
You're right. I actually thought the Night Stalker was a Lycan. Good morning.
Team ban.
That's okay. Pugna banned out.
Yeah. I mean, they've got Lycan. They're gonna be feeling pretty good, Spirit.
They got Lycan.
They're Lycan.
There's a Naga.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Do they see that too?
No.
They don't see
just
the
for
zero
us.
list? Nice. Can you block out Owen's face for me, though, instead of shit? Thank you. Thank you. You guys don't see this, but this is perfect. Now we got everybody but Owen.
Remaining.
And me.
Hey.
You guys still get it.
Dire team ban.
Not me. The Lycan and
Radiant
Axe.
team ban.
So, right now, ESPADA has crazy amounts of team fight, but Spirit has pretty good lanes coming out from this. I mean, Lycan just seems to be really dominant in this one. The Naga net can be pretty good versus Lycan, though. That long duration net. And if you get to the higher levels, when you get that reduced ensnare cooldown to it, I think it's 15, you can actually chain lock down the Lycan for the most part during that shapeshift. But Book is always going to be running rampant, but there is fatal bonds too, so ESPADA have some decent ways to deal with it.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 hero.
Wait, what?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Change.
Fancy.
So they ban the DK, the hard lockdown, versus the Lycan. And if you have vision, also of the Axe when he blinks in, you can get that like instant tail.
What? What's twist?
Twist. It doesn't.
Well, you gotta turn it on if you want it to twist.
Then you gotta put on.
The remote is on the top of it.
She's got it.
There is no twist to the fan. Okay.
You mean no oscillation, right? Isn't it called oscillating when it turns?
Really?
I don't know.
Isn't there? I think my fan has a button that says oscillation.
There's literally a button.
I
with
could be totally
arrows,
wrong though, but
left and right arrows.
it doesn't matter. So they banned the Sky. The swinging of the fan. Yeah, it's called
There it goes. Thanks.
Trying to.
10
Yeah, you might have
I might
to
be
turn the
wrong.
whole thing a little bit because it's.
So they take
better
out the
be-
Skywrath anyway because there's still the Axe. Sure, they have the way to counteract it a little bit with the Warlock heal, but I think it puts too much pressure and then it alleviates your Lycan to farm too much. Is Bloodseeker left in the pool right now? Bloodseeker's left for Espada if they want to go for that versus this Lycan.
No, they go for the gyrocopter. So
They love gyro.
They do.
Even into Axe and Lycans. Axe blade mail, of course.
Yeah,
very
that
good
wrecks
versus
the gyro.
we've seen a lot of people claim gyro as a hero.
But they love it. ILTW, like this team,
Yeah.
they actually pick it so often.
And apparently they're winning with it. Otherwise they would not be in the top 3.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Nyx played one yesterday, and they
5
did
seconds
lose with it.
remaining.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw
If I
gyro
remember
lose.
that correctly. They
We
switched.
saw gyro today, didn't we?
Yes.
When he built the
He built the
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir earlier. That was Kuman.
And they won that game.
Radiant team pick.
Kuma, gyro.
Yes.
I think the
that was
Storm
game
won the
2.
game mostly that game.
Sure,
though.
sure,
I think
sure.
Pikachu played super. He also got Arcane and DDs aplenty.
Yeah.
It was actually crazy. So okay, Disruptor versus Warlock and Naga. You can get those catches. Now they have much better catch with their Lycan as well. And they can catch during like
She
the
went
Naga
upstairs.
sleep or in the back lines when there's an upheaval casted, you
She
can
opened the
cancel
door and
that.
went upstairs.
10
pretty nice.
seconds remaining.
Because if this Disruptor can get a good glimpse
remaining.
and Lycan can stick on a target, this is going to be really tough fights for Espada. Because Gyro versus Lycan, it's that timing. Lycan's going to be stronger in the early game.
Doom.
Strong pick.
By the way, for this matchup, are we favoring Espada here?
I think so.
I'm a bit torn, to be honest.
I think this.
Like I just on paper, like just in general, without looking at the draft.
No, no.
I like Spirit,
but
personally.
Spirit. I mean, Spirit should on
10
paper be the better
seconds
side.
remaining.
You think so?
Because I mean, these guys. I don't know. It's the old VP. Like these
5
guys were.
seconds remaining.
They were the top of CIS, or at least very close to it. A lot of these guys.
Thing is that both these teams play very fast, and that's what I'm looking forward to in this game. And there's a Lycan on the board already, so playing fast I think would favor Spirit.
Yeah.
You said without draft though.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
Spirit.
Okay.
I'd say Spirit.
Maybe I'm a little biased because they've got FNG. I really like FNG and G.
What you want to say, JJ?
What's that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, I mean that's fair enough because what Espada did beat Spirit the other day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's probably why
Yeah,
you've got that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what that's done. Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite.
What is their second support for Spirit here?
Radiant team back.
Oh,
thought so too.
No, the cat went upstairs.
She
So-
opened the door and went
ET.
upstairs.
Alright, so
Interesting. So this will be their contesting duel lane. It looks like ET Axe versus Gyro. Now they have two different ways to counteract versus the sleep, right? They
Sure.
have the Disruptor and Elder Titan
Yep.
long distance spells that you can cancel.
Yeah.
You can cancel TPs. You can stop the combos.
10 seconds
ET,
remaining.
you're gonna get vision for Disruptor glimpses as well. Good way to secure fights around
5
Roshan too,
seconds
right? You want to have good team fight when you have Lycan, so you can secure those Roshes.
but both teams still looking leaving their mid till last.
Leaving that mid, yeah.
But we'll see.
I really like Spirit's lineup.
If they can get the ball rolling, they can steamroll.
Yeah.
Because this Lycan and Disruptor, right? You're going to be taking buildings. You're going to have Disruptor glimpses when you get more map control.
Like
But
the
I
one
think
thing that I feel like Espada should be ahead of based on a draft is team fight, but they're not because Team Spirit has a lot of team fight as well. So what are they doing better than Spirit in this specific game?
They've got stronger ways to go later in the game already.
Dire team back.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to build toward that because they're going to have Gyro plus Flak. Or Gyro plus Warlock. Flak Cannon plus Fatal Bonds. It's going to get better and better as the game goes on once the Gyro starts building up that damage.
You can, if you twist the
Just move
little
the
black
base,
nom, you
JJ.
can also move the whole thing.
Move the whole thing.
You just hold it the whole time. And produce. And camera work.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Final
seconds
ban.
remaining.
Looking at you.
Dire team pick.
Looking at my face is funny.
Bank Queen of Pin. What's the G hero?
You smile to yourself like.
Razor again. Interesting. That's two Razors that we see in a row.
Alright. I mean, Razor's pretty nice against the Gyro.
Yes.
Good against the Doom if you get the lane.
You can purge off the Shadow Word if it's used on heal people.
Because, I mean, I imagine they're going to put the Lycan mid and the Razor on a side lane, right?
No, they had G mid Razor.
Oh, they did.
No,
they
G played Kunkka last game.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
So they put the.
5 seconds
You don't think
remaining.
why would they put the Razor mid? They wouldn't, would they? It'd be the Lycan mid, sure.
They're gonna wait to see what the last pick
Sure,
is.
sure.
What is
We have
Nix's
seen
hero?
ESPADA play Gyro mid a few times.
He's
as well.
played what?
Yeah.
Tinker. Has Nix played Storm? No, he played Tinker and he played. I think he played a Gyro yesterday as well. Tinker looks a little hard versus Disruptor and ET. I want him to have a good lane. Maybe just Lina. Yeah, they take the Lash instead. So similar to the Lina, just being able to stay distance from that Razor.
I mean, did you like picking the Lesh against a team that has the axe?
We have to go upstairs.
You guys
Alright,
sprint.
unscrew your microphones.
Again, I gotta put the. Wait.
Alright, they're gonna take their microphones upstairs. You can't.
Here, you can.
They were talking into their microphones even though they just unplugged them.
Bye.
Both of them, very clearly talked into the microphone. Alright, Ree, who do you think's gonna win?
I think it's gonna be ESPADA
Why?
because I have decided I'm rooting for them.
So that's already okay.
10
Yeah, and because I'm
seconds
rooting for them,
remaining.
it means they have good karma and it'll help them win.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, well, they won before in a best of 3. Let's see if they can get one. It is a best of 3, after all. This is a first game. And we've got our professional commentary duo. Can we have them on camera before we have them on audio? Ooh, we want to see them
yes.
too.
Our screen's frozen.
Oh, it reset again.
It's broken, JJ. We don't see a thing.
Why?
JJ.
Okay.
Okay,
We're still talking on the
we will
microphone.
provide entertainment.
We'll provide entertainment. We see the odds for Team Spirit and Team ESPADA. The best of 3 lower bracket finals here for the International 2018 regional qualifiers of the Commonwealth of States. 3 teams remaining. That's what CIS stands for.
I'm like, you're pro at this. Just really long sentences.
Really like that. If I keep talking. So it is a best of 3. Winner of this will go up against Windstrike, who are already waiting in the finals where they got for beating ESPADA yesterday. We'll see if ESPADA can make it to them again. In the meantime, we see JJ running up and down the stairs, and it is truly an entertaining sight because we have a nice setup here. What do you think, Ree? Last time you were here was last Monday. Is this an improvement?
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm wondering where that little screen went with Twitch chat on it. But other than that...
Oh, we needed the screen to watch the games upstairs.
Ah, okay, figures.
We could actually... We had a laptop of our own earlier, but that was... it was just too small to read. So
I brought my tablet.
if MSI is watching, maybe they want to send me a second curve monitor, because I kind of want to.
You guys are still muted. You want to go live?
They want to go live? Can they go live?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Good luck with the game. Have fun.
Live.
Did the
Yeah,
EU...
we're live. Are we live?
You scream, dude. I still
We are
can't
live.
see the map. I'm actually in the player perspective of one of the
JJ,
players.
did you turn on in-game audio? Alright. Are we live?
I'm gonna have trouble doing my looking at stuff. I'm selected on DK Bobo, so I have this player perspective.
Can you click on stuff?
I can't click on anything. How did this happen? I heard a cat.
I heard a cat.
I'm scared to press stuff 'cause I don't want to pause the game. I'm gonna close all of Dota.
Alright. So yeah, guys, we just got paused at the moment.
Hello. I just know we're live.
Waiting on the 2 teams. We are live.
The
So-
EU hub used Dust, and now you revealed me.
Oh, so apologies, guys. Looks like the teams have TeamSpeak issues at the moment. So we're waiting for them to get back in. And then we'll be able to get one with game 1 of this best of 3. Looks like the G's are going to be called, so we're going to get ourselves back into it. E7.
Here we go. I'm joining. I think I'm still stuck on DK Phobos player perspective, but
so we're just trying to fix this guy. And you in? You're in.
I can see the map.
And you can move. Ah, beautiful. Well, you fixed it. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're into this one. Game 1 of the best of 3 between ESPADA and Team Spirit. As we've just seen the 2 drafts come through. We'll see how it goes down. There's a Lycan on one of the sides. We've seen Lycan win an awful lot of games recently.
We sure have.
We'll see if ESPADA have the means to deal with the Spirit. Let it through.
Yeah.
Let's have a plan.
So they saw the Lesh gets picked, so they're going to dodge to the Razor versus that Lesh rack. They're going to have Razor versus Doom. And get good static links off in this lane. They probably want to be able to move something and help this Gyrocopter bottom, though. I don't think ESPADA wants to sack ILTW entirely. I'm going to look at Biver. I'm going to be looking at Biver a lot in this game, in the beginning at least, for these Elder Titan plays. I think you can impact the laning pick hard if you can use that Spirit, stack up that damage, close the gap with the Battle Hunger. You could definitely bully the Gyro.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough lane. See around the runes, F and G. No, then they don't want to go here. There's 3 members. Playing ESPADA having this aggression at the moment.
We've seen that a lot.
And yeah,
right,
the 2 halves. Yeah.
3-man aggressive start, and then they TPE the Warlock probably bottom right after they claim the bounties. I think exactly that. Available. Nyx did miss his block in the mid lane as the Lesh. Forward, but so did G a little bit, but G's helps this Lycan always put that aggro up there and gets Lesh.
And mid goes. Nyx will have harass, but G will have the regen. Favorable time in terms of getting it right. He should do okay in this nation.
Yeah, he's gonna farm punch. I've like
at least a low. Sure, if a rotation comes in, then they can try and set something up with a Lesh.
He can start getting dropped a bit low if he gets hit by too many stuns and lightnings, but the sustain will start building up with that. The bottom, did they block the camps at all? They did not. So now Elder Titan's gonna be able to do this. You double hit the heroes, and then also hit the troops as well, so you will have a good chunk of damage go out.
Fine. Easy.
One more hit.
I think he's all the south. But I mean, FNG surely he's going to want to try and hunt this down.
Doesn't want to get this experience.
He can cut his way through the trees, and in fact, he's still hiding in there. Looks like he'll be okay.
He's denying the creeps. So what happened was the Naga pulled the side, the big camp. So Razor had to contest that, and FNG makes the contestation onto the Doom. Make sure he doesn't get free blasted. Now there's a huge wave pushing onto Illidan. To get a lot of last hits on laning phase already. Looking good.
No, not bad at all.
And Viper does a triple stack. He gets 1. He gets 2. He gets all 3.
Very nice.
On the triangle. Excellent on Viper.
There's extra stacks for that right click. And
beautiful.
Also down the line for whoever they wish to farm it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get axe, sort of the step up to a quick blink.
I think that's, it's for the axe, and it's also just so you can get your spirit damage. And now he's got a haste rune too. See what he can do with this. He's going to have a good amount of plus damage. He's salving up preemptively as well.
Yeah, he's heading straight down bottom.
He got the full creep wave as well, plus 108. But knowing that he can...
Just be able to take a little bit from the side pull. ESPADA mate.
This top lane is a total disaster already for ESPADA. They actually cannot contest this Razor at all. Just keeps taking all the damage. Doom, super low armor, 0 in fact. And does not have the state of use as they keep blocking the hard camp.
I mean, is there any way that ESPADA could have dealt with this better, do you think? Like, by just trying to make sure they didn't have to Doom in this matchup? Or whoever they put against the Razor, are they just going to suffer?
I think they're going to suffer no matter what. Yeah. Top lane.
And as you say, you rather the Doom suffer than the Giant.
Yeah. I mean, this mid lane is, the one that's crazy to me. It's the Lesh not doing well versus Lesh. Can't even harass him even.
And look at Illidan top. Just diving towers. forcing BZZ all the way back.
I thought it would be much more even, but like in one-sided. Illidan is not letting him get a single one of those that experience from the creep wave. He just missed 2 range creeps on the tower. That Doom. So level 2, and Razor's halfway to 5. That is pretty massive. And for the courier.
Run down a little bit by LCW, but DK Phobos. Let us straight away with Battle Hunger.
Fatal Bonds. Hitting it on the creep.
Is it
the shadow word? It should be enough.
They got him. The power at the Warlock in ESPADA. Claiming the first blood in this match.
They needed that first blood. I mean, their lanes are not going well as they'd like them to. But I mean, Phobos isn't farming that great down bottom either. Gyro's at 17-7, 12-1.
19-2, 23 for 12. G. Having the edge on those denies.
Look at the level advantage. A full level for Lycan. He's going to hit 6 when Nyx's level was 4 or 5.
And look at this rotation. Fiver. Oh, doesn't quite manage to predict the movements to get that Echo Stomp from Invis.
He should have just waited anyway, though, right?
Yeah.
Lycan's about to be 6. I think you can just wait for the next wave to go for that type of move. Because when Lycan hits 6, if it's a level 5 Lash, that's a pretty clear-cut kill. Bounty will spawn. Battles on them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Immersion.
We should be fine. But yeah, just in time before the damage builds up on Illidan. Illidan will look towards BZZ.
He offensively glyphs so they can go for this play here a bit. Harass.
Himself alive with the scorch code.
Mid lane. This is the rotation. They've got
timing. As you say, hitting 6 before Nyx does. He's able to juke out the stun, chase down. TPs will be coming through, but with 3 of them punching down onto Nyx, surely a Parent Fire's not enough to save him, and it is. Nyx will fall.
The bonds.
They are taking a lot of damage from those bonds.
Oh, it's on all 3 heroes.
Ivor just able to get himself away.
Whoa. ILTW just solo killed the Axe bottom.
Before he hit 6.
Level 4 Axe to level 5 Gyro now.
Getting run down by level 3 Rocket Barrage.
Must have been. ILTW. There's a reason they picked this man Gyro almost every game.
Knows how to push that hero to its limits, and finding those sort of kills 1v1 in lane before you hit 6 is not something you see all the time. This level of play. Top lane. Eliminating down the towards BZZ. They do have FNG and fire for a round. They want to go for the play, but BZZ's keeping himself safe behind the tier 1 tower. Immersion's also up here.
He almost has that Dominator now, unlike him. I think he's got pretty free moves to move around. Like if he just goes mid or bottom, he goes for the Gyro or the Lesh. As long as he avoids the Naga, he can pretty much run down anyone. Yeah, that shapeshift could be available. More than likely.
Denied.
Just taking the rest there from the
lane.
Mid. Doesn't quite have the control for G. G.
Regeneration.
Dyer's
Be able to get himself away once again. So, farm for both mids looking very good at the moment.
Ooh, Nick's regen rune popped. Oh, he was going for all that. He got hit.
Oh, they are still trying for BZZ. So it's certainly harder now that both Immersion and Misha were there behind him.
Quiet. Start. Oh, almost 8 minutes in, we've only got 3 kills. From the matches we had yesterday, we had like 10 kills or more by now.
Gradual start from these two teams.
Let's see if they make this move to either the Gyro or the Lesh. G does have the Dominator in about 10 seconds. He took a lane creep arm originally. I guess he was scared of the Lesh, right? The world kind of is his oyster when he's got this available. Who he wants to gain. Uh-oh, Viver in the river.
Rune spot. There's the stun. Viver trying to run himself towards Roche, but won't be able to get into the deny. There's Nyx. Flames the kill.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Phobos got to be careful, but look in the back lines. G already making that move down. That's what we were talking about.
There we have it. Running straight for the squishies, going towards Misha. Misha has got the battle hunger on him as well, but he has the shadow word. They're diving in. G wanting to go underneath the tower, but the homing missile holds him in place. He's got the rest of the army chasing Misha. He'll get himself back in around the tree line and will be able to finish off the warlock. At the same time, up top, they run down BZZ, find a second kill spirit. See if ESPADA can find anything in return. They can. They're able to hold down G underneath the tower and will get the trade kill.
G had to commit a bit too far. Used the full duration of that shapeshift to dive, runs out, and then he's quick, easy kill and a net and stun. Now Phobos. Uh-oh. Very dead.
Got a lot of setup between those two. The net into the combo of Nyx. Nothing at this point of the game that would save any members of Spirit. That's the thing. Okay, apart from sort of getting a nice echo stomp to disrupt the combo, but it happens so fast. Very hard to stop. Top lane, Illidan will be able to secure himself the tower. They do find Misha as well in the trees. Illidan taking quite a bit of a punch though from BZZ. BZZ will be glimpsed back by FG, but Misha throws him down, and indeed they'll lose Illidan.
That's one of those very costly deaths. You're a free farm Razor and you end up giving a kill to Doom without Doom and a 1 support. It wasn't like a 3-man committed rotation. It was just 2 heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very painful. Bobo's still really struggling to catch back up on the axe. The good thing is he does have those stacks, as we mentioned. He goes for that Vanguard, he can go farm them and get close to that blink stack.
But again, Immersion's got his eyes on him. BZZ's coming with the TP rotation. They're set up now. BZZ to close the gap. Does he want to drop Doom down onto this? It doesn't look like he does. They've got the trap. Have Nyx coming in with a finish off damage. Illidan's now there as well as Viper, but they're getting split up. Doom has been dropped down onto Illidan as they're ready to close in ESPADA. Have the lockdown with the stun from Nyx as they will take a second. G can find some kills in return. Doesn't quite have the shapeshift available. Is running down Immersion with the army, just looking for the vision to get the ult off, and here we go. Ready to run in with the walls, chasing down Immersion. The spirit out as well, getting the vision on the other two. Nyx and BZZ being chased as G is riding a double kill at the moment. Looking for even more as he had the stun onto Nyx. That'll be a third triple kill for G. BZZ will be fine for now by the looks of it. I was about to say that he's coming back in.
TPs are coming down now.
Yeah, Shapeshifter's now 1-off. So G has to get on the escape. The neck. He's very tanky. Do have the Warlock column being dropped for this attempt onto G and Viper's lives, but I think by the looks of it, they should be fine. He's able to run quick enough away. As they both get out, that's the chaotic offering dropped by ESPADA and doesn't achieve anything at all for them.
Yeah, a waste of Golem. They didn't have their gyrocopter there. The guy LTW was farming elsewhere, picking up that drum
bottom tower is under attack.
during the majority of that. And during all this 2-team Spirit, they had the Disruptor sitting top, FNG, getting very close to that level 6 Disruptor. Very nice for his team, since he's going to be their big playmaker now. Viper wasn't able to get the most done as this Elder Titan in the laning phase, just stacked up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now got the Vanguard.
Dire are
Assuming he can get the Crimson Guard, it's going to be very nice against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, he'll get that eventually. I think he first wants Blink Blade Mail.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Versus Leshrac and Gyrocopter, a lot of uncontrollable damage.
And it's a dream game for a Blade Mail.
He's got a 4x stack on the Ancients that he can start farming now too. While his team is smoking and making a play. They have that Disruptor ulti. Gan does catch them though.
Alright, if I was just falling pretty low there. Be careful. See? A bit of a sweep out onto the map. That's going to be enough to allow Barber to walk himself away. Round the wraparound. Illidan, FG, they come in to find the Leshrac. That's Nyx gone and out of the fight. Illidan with the ult out, with the Eye of the Storm, ready to try for more. They know that Misha doesn't have the Golem ready to drop, so Misha will be chased by the wolves. He has the Shadow Word. It's not enough to save him. There's 2 kills picked up by Spirit. And then some more down bottom. Illidan will be temporarily held back by the net from Emergent. LTW trying to TP out in the midst of it all, but they surround him and they have the punch to bring it down. Again, Spirit getting the kills. Getting active with G's Lycan and not getting punished for it. They're getting away with it.
It's farming that whole time. Stop everybody from rotating over to help that Leshrac. Around great pincer by Spirit, but now mid, Phobos again walks in too far, shows it's 0-4 for this axe.
He's having a Sure. Gotta put up a bit, Phobos.
Yeah. The good thing is like they have ways to make plays without an accident. They have blitzs.
Not for you.
And they've got during that rotation as well. They got a good amount.
Oh,
of
here we go. Look at this JJ replay.
Oh, the JJ replay.
As
look
we
at that
indeed
stomp.
see.
Look at that 3-man stomp. He walks away while his lesh is the lesh is dying.
Because they can't. Yeah, they can't get to Nyx in time.
Yep.
And then certainly because of that one play.
And because they don't have the
so fluent after
they don't have the rock, right? The rock was used earlier too. Good capitalization by Team Spirit.
Yeah, very hard for them to fight without that lesh at this stage. So it's a lot of their team fight damage that they rely on. The lesh gone. The rest of them just had to bail out, and as we saw, only 2 of them managed to do so successfully.
The Nyx is going for the Yule Scepter rush, which we do tend to see on the Lesh rank. However, he's versus a Lycan in this game. So the book can purge that Yule's off once you get to the book 3, but I think Yule's is just very good when you're playing. It's just a great item to put. But he has to be careful when he uses it defensively versus. Clear stun. Hold advantage now, okay. Gyro isn't really in the best fighting form. Level 10 has most of the skills, of course, with that talent too, but
it's a
scary moment for them.
A very quick catch from FNG, but it looks like the TPs are going to spook. They don't want to commit for it with the 2 TPs coming in on ESPADA. Spirit will back away. Down bottom, Viva and G walking in, finding Nyx. We'll see G get the shapeshift up, but he will be held back for a few seconds of it by the net of immersion. Biva still trying to chase down, but BZZ's there with his own net. Turns around, throws it down onto the East T, and Biva should fall eventually. The song has come out for now, holding G back and again wasting time of his shapeshift. And they kill him through the last moment. They have the golem, the net again. G just getting locked down, surrounded as they find the big bad wolf.
That was... Biva just... I don't know if that was like a misclick or something. He just threw the Earth Spirit to the right. And they didn't have mana for any of these other skills to allow the Lycan to chase, but they went a bit too far versus Warlock and Naga. However, they only lost their Lycan, and that was Naga Sleep and the Chaotic Offering. So this, I think, would be go time for Team Spirit.
Boss. That's what the cool off the back of the glimpse, but there's still a lot of heroes here. I don't know if that's the play they want to make when G's dead. I mean, Phobos and FNG, they wanted to go for that. Maybe they underestimated how many people were still really around there. FNG will manage to escape, but they just lost their axe once again.
Yeah, by go time, I meant when they've got more heroes available. Not when they've just got 2 versus a still gathered ESPADA. They had Ward Vision as well, is the weird thing. They saw 3 heroes.
Yeah, they did. They saw everything.
Yeah, they saw everybody there.
I mean, as we saw, they had the glimpse into the call, but are you really going to kill a Lesh?
Bottom tower is under attack.
They still have some time now, because now Doom was used as well. So, Warlock ulti, Naga ulti, Doom ult, pretty long duration, long cooldowns on those, and they've got pretty much everything available for them. So I think, yeah, it's still go time for Team Spirit. Try to take those team fights. Try to take at least 4-man fights, and allow Phobos to just farm this blink deck. Don't make him get involved anymore. He really needs to get a blink in this game anyway, even though they have other forms.
Dire are scanning.
Go. Play while X farm.
I'm waiting to see if a member of ESPADA comes out just a little too far.
Phobos is running it. The fight too.
And G gets the glimpse. Straight up, Static Storm, but the kinetic field doesn't kick in time. So Nyx is actually able to walk out. Pop the shapeshift for this one. And there's a bit of a failed catch attempt there. Just a few milliseconds too late. To kick in, and they will be able to hold. Firing back, thinking about punching back. It's hard with Phobos Axe being on the front lines. Want to get round him to the rest of Spirit, so ESPADA won't be able to fight. They will be able to push Spirit back away from taking that tier 1 tower.
I don't think Phobos should have walked there anyway. I think he should have still just been farming during that entire time that
he's got to get that as you said, the blink and blade mail are going to be so huge this game, and he's not going to get. If you get a quick blink blade mail in this game, it's just a dream axe game.
Yep.
But it's not going to happen. It's going to be a little slower from Phobos. And even more so if he continues to sort of come to these engagements a little prematurely.
He's getting 800 gold away. Their big timing is going to be the blink on that axe and then the BKB on Razor. Because majority of that damage on Espada is magical. Pretty much all of it. But they do have the net to control for the BKB. And this net has been very obnoxious part of this game.
Look towards it. Go for the Echo Stomp. It's not actually going to get any. Look, there's an Echo Stomp into his Spirit onto nothing.
Got to fall down.
Back there. And turn around. ILTW. Cool down. There's the stun. Holding down ET. Survivable fall. Still on its way towards Illidan, but it looks like they won't chase. And now Spirit, they're the ones heading over. Looking to try and have a bit of a fight at this. Misha does have Chaotic Offering. BZZ does have Doom available. Spirit. Be careful about how they take this. They can't afford to get too grouped up, otherwise Misha will be ready to drop that rock.
The battle hunger damage is adding up on the Slash.
They'll get the glimpse back, but there's the rock drop. Down onto all of them. Doom as well onto the axe. G's pop the shapeshift, trying to get in. Moving towards Nyx. Nyx has the Shadow Word and heal. They've lost the gyro. Misha getting focused by Illidan as the Razor makes a huge wraparound. The stun will catch him, but already there's the triple. 4 dead on Espada as G is able to run down 3 of them. Illidan gets a fantastic wraparound on the high ground as they're able to sort of come in from both sides surrounding Espada, and despite them sort of getting that opening with the Chaotic Offering, they just didn't have the control to deal with these very speedy heroes, and like with the shapeshift, Razor being Razor, running around and just chasing them down all over the place.
They used so much to just kill Biver, the Elder Titan, and then it allowed the Lycan and the Razor just kind of run rampant, and Phobos survived throughout that entire fight. He got doomed at the start of the fight as his axe. He was just walking around. Now he's got the Blink Dagger finish.
There we go.
That was a very costly fight for Espada. Spirit maneuvered perfectly around all those ults. And they don't have that ulti reliant of a lineup. They can just keep trying to run at them. Got this Lycan now with the Book 3 available. Disruptor ulti is going to be up in 20. They don't have to be waiting so long to take these fights in comparison to Espada.
They make a big reveal with it. Getting themselves on top of the gyro or the Lesh, the Sable them and blow them up before they can get their spells out.
They could just make their way in Roche. They've got Book 3. They know all these ultis were used. They know Sleep, Doom, and Warlock ulti were used. This would be a great scenario for them to try to go for that. But maybe a pick off first.
Jump in. They've got the call. They should certainly have the burst when it hits. Will be used up for now, but 4 heroes surrounding him. Nyx will get dunked down by Phobos.
And now they can do it.
Absolutely. So lack of ult still, and now no Leshrac. It should be a free opening for Spirit to head into the pit and clean up Roche without any sort of major interruption from Espada. And there's Espada. They are heading over. Going to be tough. Phobos just positioning himself up on the high ground, acting sort of that wall between Espada and the Roshan. Static Storm actually down onto him with the Stomp. It's going to bring the Snarder Siren down pretty low.
Shapeshift is ready.
And so with the BKB, Illidan chasing in. Look at the Purge slow onto ILTW, and look at him and Immersion just fall. Immersion comes back in with the song, but ends up dying to the Plasma Field, as it were. As that again will be 2 more heroes down on Espada. I'm sure they tried to do something about that Roshan, but it was always going to be hard. Team Spirit come out of that well on top with the Aegis in Illidan's hands, and now ready to push the base. Espada may have just taken a few bad team fights as Nyx indeed caught on the front lines. Phobos straight in with the control. Nyx taken out.
That's just a Rax? There's no Lesh for 40.
I mean, they're against a Lycan. It's got to be at this stage again. 22 minutes in.
He's got Book in 5 seconds again, too.
At least a tier 3. We'll see how much they want to hang around. No, there's no threat of the left. They've still got the Aegis on Illidan. They should be feeling pretty indestructible. In fact, Immersion getting glimpsed into the core. Immersion gets dunked down. The Kelly Offering has been dropped. Immersion will buy it back straight away by Illidan. Working towards Misha. Chasing down the Warlock. Misha will go down. The Doom did get dropped out onto this Lycan. So at least G's gone for 54 seconds. They have managed to stop them from taking the barracks. Look towards Phobos as well. Phobos gets the call off. A few spins, bringing BZZ down low, but BZZ survives. They managed to get Phobos as well, and they do stop the push. Yeah, cost them a buyback on the Naga Siren, but worth it any day of the week there.
Absolutely.
Just get back in with their support and push Spirit away from the barracks.
Nice. They needed that. That was their Doom. That was their Chaotic Offering to defend that Rax. Their buyback. Spirit, again, Go. Now they know
Now
Doom
they
was
go.
used. Now they know Warlock ulti was used. Just keep making those plays, keep running at them.
Because they've still got the Aegis on Illidan.
Yes.
They still have Aegis on Illidan. When G's back up, he's going to have Shapeshift ready. So yeah, you've got to look towards Spirit making another fast play off the back of this timing window.
I mean, they want to just... Their lineup is all about playing fast too, like, and they don't really want this gyro to get the space to go late game. Because if ILTW does get, you know, he's got the Ag in him, so if he gets that BKB, if he gets that Maelstrom, then he can just sit and stand his ground, and he can deal with that Lycan. But right now, he does not have the tools like Lycan.
No, yeah, just for the Agnums, he's no threat at all.
Yeah.
Point. Spirit. Oh, I've got Illidan around the mid. They're going to go for a smoke play. They want to make it as sort of easy as possible. Find a pick off, then go for the push.
I mean, if they catch Nyx again, right? He just died twice in a row in the same exact match.
He's there, but Illidan actually reveals himself first, and that probably is going to be enough to spook Nyx. Oh, yeah, they've got the glimpse on him, as you say. Someone's down, but Illidan already popped the BKB, so he's going to work with the other Storm. They've got him. That extra bit of damage there from the Astral Spirit Storm from Private getting the kill before Nyx TP's out.
It's 45 seconds without him now, too. And FNG's looking for another glimpse play.
They go straight into base here, Illidan Viper. They've got the vision. There's the catch. FNG, as you say, bring them back. The call will be off the mark, but it shouldn't matter. They have the battle hunger to slow him down, to chase him out and pick up a second. Meanwhile, mid lane, G cleans up the full set of racks. Spirit finding the perfect smoke play and showing me at the end, and it's just sort of moments like that you just really feel the power of the Disruptor. FNG allowing him to get such good mid lane. ECC getting first down incredibly low, will survive due to Shadow Word Heal, and ILTW looking to strike back. Moves in, has nice take the Aegis out of the hands of Illidan. DK Phobos falls once, but Illidan's ready to go for round 2. Chasing down ILTW with the static lane. One more touch will do it, but he can't quite get it. The body blocks and Misha, they'll save ILTW. Amazing body blocks of the Warlock, and now the turnaround there potentially is the Doom drop the bottom racks, and they got it. But indeed, the racks are being taken. G doing the Lycan things as the army should finish up that second full set of racks.
He might die though.
I mean, it's always worth it at this stage. 25 minutes in, throwing your life away for a set of racks as Lycan. You're doing what you need to do. Sure, he'll go down, but Spirit, they've got that advantage. And they are managing to keep it growing.
Man. So Nyx died mid before they got the Roche. Then he died as they're pushing mid. And then he dies again as they're pushing mid the third time. Those 3 deaths were so costly by this
they can't afford to have him on the... He's always getting caught out at the front.
Yeah.
Every time. There's now that Bloodstone done. On top of his dual scepter. He has to be careful. Yeah, the glimpse plays from FNG have proven to be a real nightmare for Nyx to deal with.
Now they need, I mean, BKB Lash, BKB Arrows, incredibly bad.
BKB's ace.
He has no way to dodge. He has no way to dodge the glimpse. No, he just gets glimpsed, and he's gonna get pulled out of his Yules or anything like that.
Sure, there's sort of the song that can come in and save him, but then you're sort of forcing yourself to the Naga and potentially the rest of the team in a dodgy position. And as we've seen, there is a BKB though.
Exactly. So. And they have one on the Lycan now too. So if the song does come out, he can
BKB.
only net one of them in theory. If they can chase the Lash, like he should be able to take it. Still only a 5k lead, but it's, you know, it's the 2 full rack. His experience is also pretty even at this point too. ESPADA still needs some more time for this gyro to get online, and I don't think Spirit wants to give them that time. They're looking to keep making these plays happen. Full Manta now finished on Illidan, so he can remove himself from those roots that have been pretty pesky.
Getting ready to push that third and final lane. Team Spirit already having quite a successful time on the other 2. Despite losing lives off the back of it, they've this time managed to achieve their objective.
They're gonna go for the Shrine first, just get that economy. FNG's 2-0 and 12 this game on the Disruptor. He's been in the right place at the right time, almost on every occasion. Even with his deep wards too, we saw those glimpses coming out, of course. But he's been doing a very good job of not dying, not giving any free.
Play against Spirit, you've definitely got to consider Disruptor quite high up in the hero priorities in terms of banning, as it can be very scary to play against. Spirit
They're playing economy game. They're a bit afraid now because everything is up from ESPADA, so they're just trying to farm the map. They know they use their book as well to kill the shrine.
Wait for Roche. Wait for 30 minutes to get the 4 bounties.
I mean, the ideal, you wait for 30 minutes, you wait for Roche, and you wait for like Pipe Crimson Guard. If they get Pipe Crimson, that's going to reduce a hefty majority of ESPADA's damage, and PK Phobos is getting close, at least to the Crimson. There's that BKB finished on the gyro now too, though, so the fear of killing the books is not there anymore. BKB and just kill them black.
Radiant's top
These wolves, they caught that smoke down bottom. Very good micro by G there, just keeping them in the base. They should be aware of this one coming out there.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire
and they will use the secondary book usage now to finish up the shrine.
ESPADA starting to slightly come out of the base. They are going to jump forward. BZZ finally opening, immediately looking towards Illidan. He gets the Doom down. That's going to be Illidan out of the fight. The perfect jump as they head up to the high ground off the back of that smoke, which did, as we say, that Spirit knew was there, but didn't quite expect maybe Illidan to get jumped as quickly as that as he did in OG. He gets surrounded. We'll put the BKB straight away. Go towards the easy kill. Go towards Misha. That's going to be Misha taken down. Now turn his attention towards BZZ. Going to be able to walk it off by Elizabeth G. And also look towards Nyx instead with the stun coming through. The ult not going to quite catch anyone there from the outer time. ILTW with the BKB ready to go after the song ends as they surround G, take down the Lycan. Perfect song there from Immersion to make sure they could reset the fight, get themselves in prime position, take the team fight, and knock Spirit really back as Biber. He's found as well. They're going to be able to get the outer time too.
Uh-oh. They kited long enough. And just, that initial pickup.
He was tempted by this kill. I mean, he'll get it. I think he's going to give his life for it, though. I don't know if that's worth it.
That's definitely not worth it.
You just fed your life to the gyro.
That's just 723. Look how much gold this gyro just got.
What the spirit of just... They can't afford to do it. They're 2 racks up. But if they lose fight after fight, this gyro is going to get to a point where he can quite happily push the waves out. That'll be the Lesh as well.
I mean, he's going to pass the Lycan in net worth now during this time. Exactly what ESPADA needs to be doing in these fights. They got so much out of that one. I mean, even the Lesh Shark, even Nyx survived the entire time. So now 17 Bloodstone charges, 4,000 gold. The Shiva's pretty much done. This is, I mean, ESPADA, this is what their lineup wants to do. Take it to the later stages. Even though their 2 racks is down, they have some crazy team fight and damage now coming in. This next Roche is so crucial for Team Spirit. They cannot allow ESPADA to get this.
Gotta be careful mid lane. They're close to one another already. Illidan. Pushing them with those illusions. Trying to get some sort of a catch here by Iva.
They know the chaotic offering is down, but Leap and Doom are going to be available in 10 seconds.
Couldn't make something quick happen if they wanted at all.
Phobos looks like he's trying to set up for Nyx here on the bottom lane. Seems to know that this Lesh is going to step up.
And there we go. Gets the call. Has he got the damage with the blade mail? It's certainly going to be close, but Nyx quick with the Yule Scepter. Throws the Phobos up into the air, goes into the trees, has the TP out. There's no way to cancel it.
It looked like he was asking for help, because he pinged that a good 10 seconds before he went.
No one came. I mean, what G did come, he put the shapeshift and ran over, but like wasn't there soon enough.
Nobody else had a TP, and now FNG gets chased out, and Roche is about to spawn in 10 seconds, and he did use Disrupt Roki while running. Uh-oh. Spirit, they're really falling apart here.
No, I mean, as we keep saying, it's just 2 racks up. But when you're 2 racks up and only 2k ahead, something's going wrong. And
when you're playing versus a gyrocopter who's starting to get this big, this butterfly comes out. That's the biggest way to deal with the Lycan. Then the focus fire is just not really there. The physical damage from either of these cores to bring down this gyro.
Fire out from FNG around the pit. This is the focus. Bruno, they can
warding.
BZZ just straight up into the high ground. Viper with the Yours, holding him back on the wraparound. Phobos gets the battle hang on to Nyx. In he goes, he's got the call on to Nyx, so they have the damage to bring down the Lesh right with the blade mail, and the ult there from Viper they do. That's the Lesh down for 15 seconds. They get the nice time to Immersion buys back straight away. G with the BKB chases down ILTW. They turn towards BZZ, trapped by the kinetic field. Spirit, take the fight.
ILTW spent his gold. He bought an Eagle song before that fight.
No,
There's no buyback on the gyro. He absolutely did.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And he did, like, without the evasion, he still gets chunked down. G just gets on top of him. I think 2 crits and some static link damage from the Razor.
I mean, if he did have buyback, he would be getting back in there and contesting this race with the team. But
and they've got the
he
Lesh.
can't.
Yeah,
he can't.
The Lesh is already up with the Shivas. 45 seconds, no gyro. And they try to take this fight anyway.
So hard without a gyro.
They've got Song. But
I mean, they could go for the steal. Yeah, they could certainly try for the steal, but it looks like they're scared. I mean, Immersion did buy back. If they lose him, sure, he's just another time, but if they just lose the potential of having the Song for their defense, it's going to be incredibly hard, as we'll see. So they do get the roast, but back on the replay. This fight again. Very nice setup from Viver.
Yeah, beautiful by Viver.
Getting that ult down onto the 2 of them. And then G on that Lycan. As you say, at this point, before ILTW does have the butterfly, the Lycan's still going to chunk through him with the BKB. Runs him down. Crimson Guards out for the side 2. I think they have the damage to and survivability against the guy in his team fights to the point. There's not much of an issue until he has that completed butterfly.
Yeah, it seems like ESPADA needs like everybody up inside the team fights and everything to go well for them. Especially if this Axe gets a jump like that. Dota's so much about these initiation plays. Clutch by Viper getting that splitter off during the X call. All the little things, even the blade mail, little bit of damage going on the gyro. Now they, I mean, that was a bit of a heart attack for, but they get, they now have the Aegis and Cheese. They needed that so badly.
I mean, it went down to just being a 1k lead, back up to 8k lead. It's a bit of an up and down game. Spirit on a bit of a rocky road, but it has been a road that for the most part has been them leading themselves to victory. Yeah, having control of the game.
Interesting. So G went for the Feral Impulse damage. I haven't seen anyone do that in a very long time. Because the shapeshift duration, your shapeshift is all, what your hero's about. But I've seen Matu do it in the past. I think lately though, Matu has, I think all Lycan players have exclusively been going that shapeshift.
I mean, I guess it makes sense at the moment. I mean, the G feels, well, we win the fights with the duration of my shapeshift anyway, and we just want to hit buildings and end the game. So having the damage for his army is, and we saw what he did. He ratted the bottom lane when his team were fighting. If he wants to do that, then this is going to be the talent that helps him rat the top lane when his team's fighting somewhere else. I mean, just a little bit quicker.
He hits incredibly hard. I mean, it's a 64% damage.
No, it's a decent step up in damage for his whole army. Remember as well.
Yeah, it's for everything. Yeah. Illidan also has a butterfly now finished too, so he's very, very tanky and strong for this gyro. I mean, that last fight just turned everything. It was a 1k gold lead. Now it's 11k.
It's back up to 11, huh?
Now they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese, they've got all their shields.
And you do just kind of have to wonder, do you think would things have been different if ILTW didn't have the Eagle Song? They did buy back and they did contest that rush. Could they have contested
They
with
didn't have all their ultis, but they would have at least had gyro plus flash.
So they could have stopped Spirit getting the Aegis and Cheese.
They could have delayed, probably, maybe.
But now they're in this very tough position once again. With Spirit outside of the base, with the Aegis and Cheese. We'll find somewhere to start the fight. LTW about 600 away from having the talisman, and then he will have the full butterfly. But still will of course mean that he's in a position with without buyback.
And he still kills himself on blade mills.
Yeah.
Or the blade mill, the one blade mill there is.
Oh, it was close to cool. Won't catch it.
Surprisingly, Nyx doesn't get the Yule Scepter off there on that axe.
Maybe getting a little spooked.
Yeah, I think
sometimes we've seen axes jump in.
Everyone panics.
Someone's like, just get the hell away.
Yeah.
Rather than that, oh, let's initiate on this axe.
It is scary. I mean, Phobos is the target that Team Spirit wants to focus on. Wants them to focus.
And there we go. And he goes. He's got the catch. There's the cooldown and the song coming out in response. They'll hold them back for now. Immersion. They'll still take the ET ult to the face. There's the BKB on the big round ball. The Cheese coming from the side, but there's the control. They surround him with the static storm. Nyx has no chance to fight back. He'll have to buy back. Zooms drop down onto G. He's able to step himself away. He does have the Cheese. Can they kill him off in time before he can get it off? It doesn't look like he can because Phobos, they're blocking off the side of ESPADA from getting anywhere close to G. As G resummons the walls, turns towards Nyx. GG is called as Spirit will manage to take this game 1 of the best of 3. Not without its hiccups, but overall, they were the team in control. They had the Lycan. Maybe went a little later than they would have hoped for.
Sure.
The timings they wanted to hit with the Lycan lineup, but they do manage to achieve it in the end.
They took good fights. They got like that positioning where they're on the high ground and the Axe gets the call on the gyro, the Earth Splitter comes across. That was the absolute dream for teams because they were still winning, but it, you could see that tide kind of turning.
It was getting close. I mean, yeah.
bend over that donkey if you want.
Why? His name is Jareen.
Radiant team
the donkey.
All right, let's see the bands. Bounty again.
Lycan.
Night Stalker. What do they change this time? Wait, they're on the wrong sides. Thank you.
Yeah, so Team Spirit is on the Radiant side this time, and Espada's on the Dire side this time. Espada did ban out the Night Stalker again.
Oh, does that mean Team Spirit is Radiant first pick? Isn't Radiant first pick OP? Oh, wait, am I wrong?
You are wrong, because first pick is Dire.
First pick is Dire. Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, how'd they get first pick Radiant? They banned the Axe and the Brew.
The Brew?
Leaving Lycan in the pool.
Why would you ban Brewmaster in your first phase?
Does that mean they want the Lycan?
They gotta take it.
That means they probably want Lycan or Beastmaster, because Brew is what I've seen these teams pick in response to those
Sure.
summon heroes, just to use the Purge, or you throw them in the air. And
I mean, fair enough. I mean, I think, yeah, I
10
sure,
seconds
yeah. But
remaining.
they must be taken Lycan. Well, don't leave Lycan in the pool for a second game in the row, boys and girls. It won't end very well for you.
Radiant
Have to pick the
team
Lycan. And they
Yay! Okay.
There
Learning
we
curve.
go.
So they win, right? That's why this has been
Got
working.
the Lycan, they're gonna win. That's
Guaranteed.
indeed how the stats would say in CIS at the moment in the playoffs.
Okay, so the responses. Do they want to do something like Beastmaster Skywrath? Do they want to do something like Beastmaster Windranger, some type of pressure lane that can also have hard
10
lockdown versus the
seconds
Lycan in the later phases, in the later stages? Let's see.
Naga side.
Naga's a hard
Naga,
lockdown.
And then you get the Warlock.
Naga Marana. All right.
Oh, I mean, I see you still want the Warlock with this lineup, right? They would definitely be after Warlock. Unless Espada take it from
Maybe
the
Espada might, I think Espada might just take
I think
Warlock.
Espada wants to take it, otherwise they're going to have to ban it.
Yeah.
Marana.
You
versus-
can't let Spirit have Warlock and Marana and Warlock and Naga.
They have the Naga
10
net into the
seconds
Marana arrow, but
Yeah.
that's not... You can't do that versus Lycan. He's going to have wolves or summons to block the arrow.
5 seconds remaining.
True, yeah, that's true.
Yes?
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Yeah.
Okay. It is doing dominating. Okay. But they get the Bane. That was also banned last time. So this can be a good way to
10
deal with the
seconds.
Naga net into arrow combo. You can sleep, right? You can sleep between the frame
Yep.
of the arrow and they can dodge
5
out.
seconds remaining.
And it's just a really strong laner in general to match up versus Naga Siren. I mean, Bane's just a really strong hero.
Yeah, some nice control.
Even with the nerfs.
Radiant
They might be
team
lacking a little bit of team fight now, but they have still got 3 picks
Sure.
to do that.
I would like them to get some more team fight. I like when you have Lycan with team fight, because then you can fight outside the Roche pit and you get a Roche right away afterwards. Or you win a team fight, take the buildings, take the objectives.
The Nyx Pugna banned out.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Yeah,
We
Pugna
saw it last game
Lycan.
as well.
Yeah.
10
Can't let both of them
seconds
go through.
remaining. Radiant team ban.
Oh. Okay, it's whatever. Yeah, it's fine. We got the gist of what was going on. Yeah. Ban out the Underlord.
Hey, cat. Ew.
Underlord can be one of those heroes that can be
10
annoying to
seconds
play as, like, in your summons are always getting rooted. You can get chain rooted too.
5
Firestorm's gonna be great to counteract the push. And you can kind of, teleport with Rift. We'll go toward that light.
She's tigering under the closet.
He's being sneaky. You're there, on. You're just playing with your donkey. The donkey?
Of course it's a donkey.
Did you
What
just
else
make the
would
donkey
You
look
made it look at me. That was creepy.
Oh, I didn't make the donkey look at you. Donkey's looking at you on
Ooh.
his own accord.
The combo.
On you, donkey.
Naga Disruptor. They were about to get one of the two,
What's your
either
problem, right?
Disruptor or Jakiro.
Just hanging out with me ass. You know?
Ha ha ha.
Just
I'm not
turned
making
the
it. This just he's doing what he wants. He looks what he wants. Thanks.
remaining.
What is happening?
I'm the only one who said it. Anything? But Owen hasn't said a word about the draft.
What do you think about the draft, Owen?
I told you, where's the Warlock?
Okay, there you go. Where's the Warlock? I like
Where's
that.
the Warlock? I mean, they're not picking it now because they got Disruptor, but I think, why are neither of these teams picking Warlock? Arguably the best lane sustain support.
I am more surprised we don't see more Beastmaster.
You get Lycan and Warlock lane, you don't lose that lane.
It started to fall out in this region.
Yeah, but I don't know why. What did they do wrong?
Alright, there's a Lesh. They gotta take Warlock. Get
No,
Warlock.
if it's a Lash, it's probably a Sand King next pick.
Oh, don't bite my toes. Oh.
Oh, why are you all dirty with the...
Did you like the donkey?
She was under the tables, dust.
She was under the table and she had like a little bit of
10
spider web in
seconds
their
remaining.
face.
Do you think this is a support, Lesh?
Yes.
5 seconds remaining.
No, sorry, no. I don't.
Looks like it's a core Lesh.
I think no. Yeah, for a spider, it'll be Core Lesh. Core Lesh. Still want to get walking now.
I think you move it.
Bam,
Now you move it to
Lesh.
support.
Every time that you see the Lesh, yeah. Now you got to do it.
Yeah, move that Lesh support. They can do great dual lanes.
Yeah, get a Sand King or something.
I think they would make a big mistake if they do still play
Or
it as Core.
Beastmaster.
I agree.
It's just
I don't think they should
against
play
the
as
Lifestealer, it's just impossible.
Yeah, makes it really, really tough. Lycan's pretty good
10
versus
seconds
Lifestealer when you're ahead. If you get behind versus Lycan versus Lifestealer, that's when you can start to get eaten up. Since they do have, Naganet to at least hold that Lycan in place, and Disruptor, the kinetic field. So they do have, at least the two supports can hold the Lycan in place. Arrow is not the most reliable versus a Lycan.
No, this Lifestealer pick's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, it's looking good. They could still go for something like
I mean, they need something for the offlane, don't they?
yeah, they need a full boast hero still.
I'd really like it if they just whacked in a Night Stalker here, but it's bad.
It should be banned first 3, right? Yeah.
So the Beastmaster, where you say you're still not. A fan? Because they just don't.
They've gone
don't
away
do
from
now.
it. That's all.
But then
I'm
what good offlane is about? Because look at the bans, right? You had Underlord taken out, Axe taken out, Brew taken out, Night Stalker taken out.
They could just look for an infest target, because right now they don't really have an infest for the Lifestealer.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what the options are for it.
Something like a Tide. Do you like Tide against Lycan?
You're a bit too ulti reliant, I feel like then, and I feel like that's what happened last game, right? Like chaotic offering, Naga sleep, Doom, and then Lycan's just running around with shapeshift constantly. I feel like you want something that's faster paced. I'm struggling to think of something because I don't know if they want anything like
Is
sinking.
Puck faster paced? Some extra control for Lycan
But I mean,
as well?
we
That
don't
hero's
see
gone.
Puck. Yeah,
Unfortunately.
We have
plays
seen the
Puck.
Puck earlier this week.
Did we?
Who?
We did.
I
I don't know.
Lost,
We
did.
did.
They lose?
Okay.
I'm sure.
I haven't seen
I
like
think they
any
lost.
puck, to be honest.
Radiant team back.
Ooh, Wind Ranger.
Okay, so that is going to.
That's probably the core.
I mean, I'd hope so. But you don't think they're making I'd say, mistake of having that Lesh still be core and then have Wind Ranger Bane as their supports?
I guess they could. They could still be doing that.
sticking
I
with
don't
it,
want to
but-
see Lesh's core versus Lifestealer. I really don't.
You can't do it.
Wind Ranger is just great. The thing is that Wind Ranger is also very good at harassing Lifestealer, so they
10
might actually just do that.
But you
They
don't
might
like
just-
it.
No, I'd rather have Wind Ranger
5
core versus
seconds.
Because I feel
Lifestealer.
like as well, if they put Nyx, like Nyx didn't have he had a tough game on it last game.
He did.
And that was not
especially
against
that-
a Lifestealer.
No, especially if you have like, this is your elimination game, right? If
Yeah.
you lose as a spot
You're
here,
out.
you are
You're
out of
out.
TI qualifiers. I don't think any time when you're a mid player and you just
Like-
had a bad performance
You
on a
gotta play
hero,
some-
you don't want to play it again.
Team
Not in your elimination.
No.
Sand King still gets banned.
Okay, they take it out for the combo. I think they're thinking that Sanking Leshrick was there for ESPADA.
Yeah.
That pressure lane is still obnoxious. What does Spirit want though? What is a Phobos hero that we're forgetting about? Centaur?
Brood.
Kappa. Oh yeah, Brood always comes to mind, but
Oh, I mean, Centaur's not that
10
bad, is it?
seconds
Get Centaur, get the Blade Mail.
I feel like we're forgetting a big hero. Is there still Doom in the pool?
5
Doom is still in the
seconds
pool.
remaining.
Oh, shoot, there we go. We forgot the Doom. Oh, Pim.
Dire
What did you do?
team
Ah, they banned it.
Jenny,
Okay.
what did you do?
Aha!
Did you just switch?
There
you
was
just
a
switch
hero
around the
left.
teams or something?
All okay.
Okay.
I didn't notice what he switched. What did he switch?
I don't know what he
No one caught
he
it?
fixed something. Because he had to
Someone
fix it.
called him out. What'd you spell wrong?
What did he fix?
Did you spell Spada with a T?
No, because he can do that without messing up the
I know.
overlay like that.
Oh, did he add GG bat on the side?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know what he did.
What did
I caught him. I caught him.
Oh, actually, it wasn't
5
Oh,
seconds
okay.
remaining.
What?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
What did you
I
try
don't
to
even
do?
see it.
The Monster Energy logo not popped up. No, I didn't see it. Am I dumb? Okay.
There's no difference.
Oh, Slardar Wind
There's
Ranger.
no difference.
There's no difference.
What did you do?
What's the difference? What the difference? Oh!
Oh.
Oh. He had a microphone in front of his face. How do we see the Okay, so we got Slardar Slardar Wind Ranger. This is a throwback to what? Shanghai Major.
10 seconds.
So
The
is
Weehaw
this...
Puppy.
This is a core Wind Ranger.
Weehaw Misery, sorry.
This is a core Wind Ranger.
It should be a core Wind Ranger.
Okay.
And they've got really good Roche. They already had great Roche with Lycan. Throw Slardar in there too.
It's just lovely. I like the Slardar against lifesteal.
Yeah, good burst lifesteal. You're gonna be able to amp up that damage a lot. And Corrosive Haze.
Moonlight Shadow.
Goes through Moonlight Shadow. Exactly what I was gonna say.
And it would have been something, honestly, that I would have thought would have worked quite nicely for Spirit if they wanted to have a Phobos core Slardar.
Yep.
It wouldn't have been a bad pick for their lineup.
And
They
ESPADA,
still
this is super fast paced lineup, right? They want to just play incredibly
This is
fast
much
around the
better.
ultis.
I mean, as we said from the start, they have the Lycan, so already they kind of feel the favoured team this draft because of that. And as long as that Wind Ranger is going to be core, unless she's going to be support, I got to say, I like what ESPADA's doing.
Yeah, it's
Does
pretty
it
nice.
have to be a vessel for Lifestealer? Can it just not be hey?
It doesn't have to
No,
be.
because you got the Mirana to jump him around in and stuff.
Because Beastmaster's still on the pool. I know it's falling off.
Beastmaster there,
It's the Vision's good. The Vision's always good when you're playing versus like
do they want to
Stardars.
play like
The Roar
Darkseer
is
this
great.
game? Because then they've got someone who can build the Crimson and the Pipe.
Phobos does do that.
Phobos does the Darkseer.
Yeah.
Darkseer Naga, also decent dual lane.
And Darkseer Static Storm Disruptor. I think.
No.
What?
Okay.
So, yeah, but how are they playing this then?
This is
It's an offlane Mirana.
It's an
offlane Mirana.
Offlane
Awesome.
Take your right to get
Okay.
out of here.
I know, not this. You're on top of things. You know what? I'll respect that. I'll respect that.
Oh, hello. What? Go upstairs. All right. I have a hair in my eye apparently because he just pushed the donkey in my eye. But the reason that they are leaving is because they're getting ready to cast the coming game for you. It might be the last game for ESPADA. They need to win here in order to force out the third game and then have a shot to play against Windstrike in the grand finals. Only one slot is available for the CIS qualifiers for TA8, and that slot, everybody wants it. There's only 3 teams remaining that can have it. Team Spirit, ESPADA, and Windstrike in the grand finals. Let's find out who is going to take the second game with OD Pixel and Fog.
Stand lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, don't I have to unmute my mic for in-game? Oh, okay.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Can they hear me? No, yeah, right. Oh, they can hear me. Okay. Hello. Owen is fixing his PC because he crashed it like a Muppet.
Your admiral is on board.
Both teams, level 1 smoked out to go. Got the lanes. Wow. ESPADA is really looking for first blood here. They've done a full wraparound to try to catch someone on the bounty rune, but Spirit also went bottom. Dodged that. Owen will be back shortly.
30 seconds to battle.
Looks like it's just going to be 2. Oh. Bane and Leshrac. They don't actually have the way to kill this Mirana, I don't think. Mirana's got arrow. Do they just throw it randomly? Claiming the high ground. Phobos, is he going to do it?
Battle begins.
No. Didn't go. 2 for 2. No battle this time.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
So it is, by the way, also Leshrac support. We're very happy about. Definitely wanted this Wind Ranger to be core when you have a Slardar on your team for that Corrosive Haze. location. And here we go. FNG. He's dead. Was he going? He was going for a courier snipe.
First blood.
They knew. I want to see how well this... I think how well this top lane does is very important for Team Spirit. Yours isn't plugged in. Oh my god, Owen.
I didn't plug it in. It's alright.
Owen Davies.
We had a minor cable malfunction.
Professional commentator. Didn't plug in his mic.
I have a degree in music producing. And yes, my mic was not plugged in.
So, I want to see how much DK Phobos and Viber can get up here. Because I think this Mirana, if you can get like early phase boots, you can start to pressure. You can actually put a lot of damage on this Lycan with the Riptide minus armor coming into play.
Impious.
And this looks like it should be a pretty exciting game. This should look.
No, yeah, I said I like this whole Slardar and support list they got going on down here as part of this time.
Did you see that? Illidan uses the rage to try to get the last hit on the range creep, and it still gets denied. Oh.
Careful down here. Pressure's on top lane again. Trying to close the gap. Down bottom, having to use this rage just to make sure he can get the CS.
Uh-oh, Bane. They tanked that up top.
There he is. He's going to get hurt. There's Biver. She's getting chased in response. Looks like Misha should be fine just. Does take a lot of damage off the back of blocking that arrow.
Yeah, Bane got netted, and then the Lycan, walked in front and tanked the arrow. Didn't have the wolves available yet. That's the nice thing they do have in this lane too, is the wolves they can use to manipulate dodging the arrow, and the sleep as well from the Bane.
Yeah, it isn't really an easy lane for the Nagasari and Moran to get that combo at all. Down bottom.
Ooh, power shot cancels G salve in the mid lane.
Down bottom, Illidan. He's having to use the rage to get the CS, but that does mean that he's constantly taking a lot of damage after he retreats from each creep wave. A lot of pressure on that lifestealer. There's FNG will head over. Just level 1 at the moment.
Yeah, Nyx is definitely mad this game. Look at these last 19 and 3. I don't think he's missed any yet.
Denied.
As soon as I say that, he gets denied in his face. That's the way it works.
Playing very nicely against G's Kunkka.
Yeah. FNG. There's a DD rune. Catches immersion inside of the kinetic as well.
It's got a fair bit of right click, as you said, with that DD.
One more hit. Can you get it?
He can't quite close the gap. Immersion just a little too speedy.
Yeah, 334. Lustrike base movement speed. So the lifestealer is still farming, having to use the rage pretty much every time, and will have to bring extra regen down bottom. So sure has those last hits, but not expended on anything insane for the time. And a blight still.
Not me sharing. I'm just continuing to trade hits down bottom. They do get the stuns. With him, but Illidan will actually turn. Look towards BZZ with that rage. And strike on him too, but not quite enough punch to break through BZZ. BZZ and Immersion will be able to keep themselves safe. Back towards the middle lane, towards the top. In fact, Misha. We're seeing Biver away from being able to fix the 4-minute rune. That's going to be spawning down bottom. Ooh. And Immersion will grab an arcane rune.
Great rune for Lesh. Misha being chased by Biver. Gonna have to sleep him and run away.
Step lively now. Your admiral
Another
is on
close
board.
start though in this game. 4 minutes. Only 1 kill going the way of ESPADA.
Yeah, it's quiet. Phobos unable to slow down ILTW's farm for the most part up here.
Mid. G. Has the grab. The setup with the Tarn and Viper coming in as well. Windrun already being used. There is no escape for Nyx.
Dire's middle tower is under
And the Kunkka is a very happy man. Still below net worth in the Wind Ranger, but that's going to get the levels back up. Going to get level 6 probably at the same time as Wind Ranger is 6 now too. Kunkka has huge kill threat on Wind Ranger at 6 with any rotation.
If he can play around that Windrun and get her in the combat.
Yeah. I think Bane is keeping mid too. Misha wants to get wards down okay for this nighttime.
Okay, towards the bottom, the kinetic field from FNG. Setting up to allow Illidan to come in and help get the kill on Immersion.
Good support movements by Spirit early on. His first nighttime already.
A lot of catch with the Disruptor Naga.
Phobos and Misha gets the leap off, but gets sliced. And Misha takes the rune right in front of him.
Yeah, Phobos, not quite enough firepower to really fight back against that Bane. 2 points being in the arrow, doesn't really have the magical burst needed at that close range.
Three lanes are still going pretty well for ESPADA. I mean, Slardar is getting a hell of a lot down bottom already with treads finished.
Again, this chain's done. Not quite enough damage to burst for Illidan. That was Illidan's last tango down here.
Yeah, these supports gotta keep making moves down bottom to make sure that Illidan can free farm until they slow down this Slardar.
I mean, because these two, I mean, as you say, BCZ, sure he's getting some farm, but because he's sharing the XP, he's only level 4.
Yes.
So he's still, you know, it's not like he's shooting
mid,
in terms of
arrow connects off the X.
He's got the wind run out, but it's not going to be enough to save him against the Star Fall. Surely, there's the jump forward there from Phobos, as well as the tie bringing him from G.
And they get the ward too. Phobos comes in and kills that.
That's the second time they made that rotation mid and been able to get away with the kill.
This time with the Mirana. I actually like that move by Phobos. He's like top. I'm struggling a bit to last hit versus this Lycan who has a clear base damage advantage, so makes the rotation mid with an X. I like these type of moves from your offlaner, just being active early. But now this means free farm Lycan.
It really does. And we've seen what Lycan can do time and time again. The combo, the timing, perfect. Nyx surrounded. Got a bit of wind run left, but it will not save him. The third time, within pretty much 3-4 minutes, the Nyx has been caught out by that gank. I mean, how does he sort of change it up and stop himself from getting ganked? Does he just not go back to this lane anymore? What does he do?
He lost his mid ward, so he doesn't have vision on that side. While he does have vision, so he has to play much more careful. He's playing on the low ground of the river, in range of a level 1 X.
Very nice feed there from Misha, stopping the net from affecting immersion. It will turn towards BZZ though. Instead, that is the biggest kill if they can quite get it. Thunderstrike down onto him, but not enough control, as they will manage to keep one another alive down bottom of Espada. Top lane, RTW has now taken the tier 1 tower, so very good timing for him. 7 minutes and a half in, 52 CS and a tier 1 tower. This is going to be a very scary Lycan, even more so than the Lycan we saw in game 1 from Spirit. It's already going faster for Espada, at least on that safe lane.
Yeah, it's key for him to make this move mid right now, trying to shut down G with Nyx.
He's got the boat, so we'll get the boat out onto it, but indeed the rum will not be enough to save him. Moonlight Shadow coming out a little too late.
Exactly what ILTW needs to do. I was literally going to be saying, like, that's how you can bail this Wind Ranger out, is you bring the rotation of that Lycan who's having such an excellent game. It's just natural movements with Shapeshift.
Try to set something off the back of the Moonlight Shadow. He's got the root. The G and Phobos have come in again. The sleep from Misha disrupting some of the offensive, but still they'll jump forward to power shot. Not enough to get Qualifier out of the game, as they will survive. They get the kill.
They want the creep.
And
Do they get it?
Hell by a smasher as well. They should. There we go. Nice bit of gold for FNG. 5-2 still, but net worth pretty much even because of the sort of offset that this Lycan's creating, the amount that ILTW is getting himself this game.
Yeah.
Lycan certainly going to be scared. They do have pretty good ways to catch the Lycan and set up onto him.
They do.
I mean, the Disruptor, Naga, Kunta, I mean, the Miran as well, obviously, if there is any sort of initiation from the other three.
Definitely.
A lot of ways to trap him.
And there's a way more team fight on the lineup of Team Spirit in comparison to ESPADA. ESPADA is all about just playing fast, winning their lanes, securing Roshan. While Team Spirit, they've got, I mean, it's Kunkka, it's Disruptor. They've got Naga Sleep to set everything up too. They've got so much team fight between them.
Is under attack.
Top FNG getting run down by Nyx. The Glimpse not going to tick in time, as Nyx is able to run him down with a focus fire, take out the Disruptor. Down bottom, focus being put on. They need to look for some sort of opening on Illidan before he gets the rage off. Viper is there as well as TP's coming in from Spirit. 4 members going in on Espada. They look to burst down Viper. They put the stun as well, but G's there with the counterplay. Boat's not going to connect onto anyone. Now it's got the X mark onto BZZ. BZZ gets the crush off, but the root from Viper holds him in place, allowing them to surround him and take BZZ out of the game. So Espada bringing 4 heroes down there, but the reaction comes in from Spirit as a whole, and they're able to make sure the Spirit lose nothing and are able to take a member away from Espada and push Espada away from making that push down bottom.
Spirit did bring 5 heroes bottom to respond, and
more kills though. Yep. As Misha housing around. But at least they get a second pick off the back of it.
Phobos is being so active on this Morona. I'm really liking this offlane play right now.
Oh, Illidan getting stunned.
And there's the Moonlight Shadow to disengage, and that's a shapeshift.
That potentially wasted indeed. As they've got the root. Can they? I don't know if they can really try and kill this though. Oh, maybe with the statics on the field they can. They've managed to trap LTW. He's trying his best to run himself away, but the X-Mark's going to come into play. Drags him back. The sleep not quite there, perfectly timed to disjoint the combo. As they lose ILTW. Misha tried to use the sleep to help him, but wasn't successful in doing so. Now his own life in trouble. Gets dragged back straight away into stun. That'll be Misha falling as well.
Nick's just split pushing this entire fight.
We'll be able to stop him from taking a tier 2 that did a decent amount of damage, but it was a fight that maybe his teammates would have wished he had a TP for.
Yeah, they've got great ways to disengage versus this Lycan for now. Until the book 3 comes out, I mean, Moonlight Shadow and Naga Sleep, great ways to keep that Lycan in place during that shapeshift. Only 18-second duration. I mean, they're actually the same duration. Moonlight Shadow and shapeshift. They're sure there's a fade time, of course, but before he has that book 3, it can be pretty devastating for this Lycan to go for chasing.
And he must be close to book 3. Oh, I know, sorry, it's 11 minutes in. What about?
Yeah,
that would be. I know he's at
11-minute book 3. Get out.
He's nearly got there.
It'll be
nearly there.
It'll be key for them to have the blink dagger on the Slardar versus that Moonlight Shadow, because then he can blink, set up the corrosive haze and stun.
Here we go, mid.
Mid.
There's the sleep usage we're talking about. Very nicely done from Misha. Sleeping Nyx and getting them out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Got the
attack.
combo.
I wonder what Illidan's gonna go this game. It looks like he's gonna go for the Radiance. He hasn't queued anything up just yet, but versus all the summons of Lycan, you could definitely understand if he wants to do that. But otherwise, just still go for standard builds, Armlet. I mean, he hasn't queued any items for Armlet. Armlet Deso AC is always a pretty good option to him. We will see.
Dire's top tower is under
So there's the
attack.
blink. Still pretty good time.
No, not bad at all. I mean, we saw it was getting pretty. It was getting good farm down there.
Yeah.
It was on that bottom lane. Yeah, good blink crush. Corrosive haze with the follow-up from either the Lycan or the Wind Ranger. Got a very good amount of single target physical damage.
Yeah, I mean, that is the one thing that they really do have covered on ESPADA. Limited team fight, but a hell of a lot of single target damage. Wind Ranger, Lycan, Slardar, Rush.
There we go. Got the root. We're going to follow through as they let back. They found a bigger pick on the side. LTW does get the shapeshift out, but they have the X-Mark. Dragging him back. They've got the timing into the boat. Nicely done by G, but they don't have enough damage. The torrent came out a little too late. So LTW is able to run himself away. Immersion will get taken out though. And now on the side, they turn their attention towards the Wind Ranger. She gets rooted up. Arrowed as well as 2 fall on ESPADA. They did manage to find G, ESPADA. A 2 for 1 Spirit coming out on top. Jump off from BZZ. He's trying to hunt for FNG. But he himself has to be careful, Wyver. He's got the net. Illidan heading across. He'll turn. Take through the 2 Necro units.
Hey, well, they got 200 gold for the Necros.
I'll take that instead.
That fight could have gone way worse for ESPADA if BZZ didn't land a 3-man crush.
Yeah.
Because it was looking pretty devastating, but the combos. I think that's maybe... I didn't see if that's what stopped the Torrent combo.
I think it must have done. Now you said it. Yeah, because
he got a really nice 3-man stun.
Yeah, because the setup from G did look to be perfect, but the Torrent just coming through too late.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised, as you say, if that was because he did get crushed.
We're seeing the fear of that team fight lineup, though. Spirit is if they can get all their spells off, it is hard for ESPADA to really take the fight, especially when Rum is applied. Sure, they have good single target, but when Rum is there, it reduces quite a lot. Illidan's still saving gold, so it is looking like the Radiance build.
Okay. I mean, if you can get away with getting it at a decent time, you like it this game?
It's good versus it's great versus Lycan in the summons. If you don't have BKB for a while, your summons never will get it, of course.
Easy shot.
And he might feel like he's going to get kited as well versus Wind Ranger and Slardar and Lycan. These very speedy heroes. Sticking on a target can be a bit difficult. I can understand why he'd go for it.
And it does make sense in the sense that if Spirit are able to make this ESPADA don't get going early, as the game goes on,
Bounty Root fight.
It's going to be hard to outfund the life, and indeed there's the jump. He jumps with the crush, but immediately there's the counterplay at the boat. Torrent coming in, the Nightmare will help him a little bit, but not enough. They all fall. Misha can't TP out as well. As Thunderstrike into glimpses there, holding the Bane back. As ESPADA will lose 2, trying to come in and fight around that bouncy rune, but ends up giving G a double kill.
They were extremely ready. They were all positioned themselves like for 10 seconds before the bounty rune spawned, waiting for somebody to make their way up there. Even a preemptive static storm.
On top. Know that Nyx is still here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get a catch onto him. Though as he's held very deep behind that tier 1 tower.
How many Maelstroms are we going to have this game? We got Murano almost finishing one, Ranger almost finishing them, so 2.
We'll see that replay again. On this point down bottom. That's right up top.
They were waiting. Static Storm instantly to try to catch and not allow anybody else to come through. I like that play.
It worked out, yeah. If that Lesh was able to get in and get the follow-ups done, bam, Spirit lose the team fight. But
maybe. They're still
they would have lost at least one.
They would have lost one, maybe. Yeah, the Rum still is going to be a big thing we have to watch out for.
That's true. He did already get the boat out, even if they would have got immersion in with the stun.
Moonlight Shadow.
They can
Dust is there.
The corrosive haze straight out and Survivor.
Illidan just used Infest. 3-man stun.
Follow up, and then combos. The boat does come in, and bam! G making a big counter play as we cut down 2. FNG with that stunning storm picking up a double kill there. It's the chase onto Illidan. He's retreating, but ILTW and Nyx hot in his case. Jump 4 BZZ gets the crush as ESPADA. Take 2, they'll get G as well. The army of the Lycan just doing too much damage. ILTW.
Man, that was the 3-man stun by the Slaughter again in that fight. It looked like a 3-man boat afterwards by BG, but
yeah, it was
the single target focus that we were talking about. Corrosive Haze plus a Wind Ranger with Focus Fire and Lycan focusing on anybody. Insane amount of damage.
Yeah, very hard for this lifesteal to play this game. After so in the middle of these team fights, after the rage wears off.
Nyx gets glimpsed. The re-engage.
BZZ's just ready to go on top of FNG with the song. Will keep FNG safe. Can they fight back? They'll try with the arrow timing. They do get it. Do they have the damage to bring down BZZ? Nightmare's going to be there from Misha, but it will not save him. FNG does end up going down as RTW is able to get the summons upon him. With a striking back spirit in this fight, looking towards Misha. Nyx tries the shackle shot, will not connect. But the open wounds onto Misha. Nyx will win run himself away, leaving Misha behind.
This was all before this Radiance is coming out. So they're making these moves, and it's pretty much a lifestealer who, sure, net worth is 6,600, but actually only has treads and a Blightstone during all these engagements. Now it's going to start becoming a little different when he gets that Radiance. It's actually much more threat.
G. The bow and the torrent won't be quite enough as the arrow was attempted for, but the arrow was just off the mark.
Your admiral is on board.
Actually, it's going to be a halberd build for the Kunkka to try to deal with all that single target burst. Very good versus Wind Ranger.
Yeah. Wind Ranger, Lycan.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Duration.
You're able to just sort of waste any sort of time of the Lycan doing shit. It's going to be great for
Book 3 plus Corrosive Haze. It's only level 1 Corrosive Haze, but still getting brought down very quickly. Arrow to Scout. Gets the Dominator creep. And they get there in time, though.
They're heading that direction. In fact, they're spooked, ESPADA. As soon as the arrow came out, they don't want to try and commit and finish it because of the threat of sort of the Moonlight Shadow. And there's the glimpse. They managed to catch RTW in the Static Storm. Can they get Illidan in for the kill? He heads forward, jumps in with the Infest. They'll surround him. Can they finish him off in time? He's getting the Shapeshifter, and Illidan who turns. He's a beast grip. He's held in place. They've lost Illidan, as ILTW will survive. Can get in with the Shapeshift. He's very low on life, but does have to be careful how hard he chases them. As they'll go back towards the pit. Spirit have shrined up. They've got the glimpse. Pulling a power immersion. Taken to the side. Nightmare will allow him to dodge the arrow. Jump forward. It's actually going to cost the life of Phobos. As that's Phobos dead. Aegis picked up by ESPADA as well as the Roshan. As now they're ready to chase for more. Viver getting Corrosive Haze. He'll fall. Double kill for immersion as ESPADA take the perfect fight around the pit.
They still don't have the lifesteal with Radiance, so he's really not that strong in these fights. He walks in, gets Corrosive Haze, he even gets Fiend Script on top in that fight. The Lycan just doesn't die. They don't have the damage
so close to killing him. I mean, even if they killed the Lycan in that scenario, they would have still suffered as much as they did for sure after the back of that fight. As the Lycan wasn't even needed after that first bit, as he had to sit to the side. He was very low ILTW. And we'll see again. It looks like you sort of see this as well. Illidan pulls himself away from ILTW at the end. Because I thought he was going to get away with this, but look, he's in it, then he just starts to retreat. I guess he knows the rage is running out.
He knows he's going to get gripped, too.
Sure. Yeah, I guess they need at least like 3 more hits, which would have been unlikely to get even if he stood on his target.
You know, if he did have some type of armlet or anything, he might have had the damage to go through. But he's banked a lot on this rage, and they're really going to need this to work. It's starting to hurt them a bit in these last 2 fights. Because they do have a really strong team fight if they can actually enable their lifestealer, but they're not really able to so far in this. They're not bringing down these supports, all this control that there is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Towards the mid lane. Looking for that wraparound of ESPADA.
They know that they're there. The ward gets placed as the sentry gets placed. Spirit is aware of this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look, tier 1 tower go. There is that Radiant.
Step lively now.
How much of a difference this makes in the fight.
Dire's top tower is under
keep
attack.
himself alive. It's hard to do, as we've seen with that corrosive haze and single target damage that ESPADA have.
Yeah. They keep getting the jump on the better targets too on ESPADA.
Modern. Looking for the song set up.
With the arrow.
They are going to just focus down BZZ. They want to make sure that they can get BZZ, and they will. BZZ will fall. Team's grip coming out though onto Illidan, holding him in place, but the glimpse is there to cancel the channel. Illidan can retreat. Get themselves up to the high ground. They've taken what they wanted. They got the Aegis.
They can go for more though. They can keep going for these glimpse plays since they have the numbers now. They get a little bit spooked though going onto the high ground. Great play there by Biver and Phobos. Biver lets the arrow actually go through BZZ, and it hits the Wind Ranger, so they kill that Aegis and the Slardar. Now they're looking to try to take this fight, and G-porting into the midst of them.
But they managed to get the kinetic field. That's going to trap 2 of them for a start, Misha. Nightmare himself trying to slow down Illidan, but Illidan just continues to go. The glimpse as well, dragging Nyx back in. Immersion gets taken out by Phobos towards the top. Misha will survive. It'll actually turn Nyx with the power shot, cut down FNG, but Illidan open moves back up, chasing down Nyx. Nightmare's there, immediately removed to allow Nyx to wind run himself away. And Illidan, he's left on his own edge. There's the backup he requires. Coming in, isn't enough to save Illidan. The boat will come through. He has to run, Illidan. Summons coming out once again. The disarm down onto the Leica, but the shackle from Nyx across the trees catches out the lifestealer. Jump forward from BZZ with the crush as they take down Phobos as well. Another fight. ESPADA managing to weave themselves in and out of. They were unable to kill Nyx when they wanted the wind run, just proving too much of a nuisance.
Who did G go for in that fight? Because I saw Illidan bottom getting kited around by 3 heroes.
He just came in a little late, didn't he?
He just came in late, okay. Because it did seem like a pretty bizarre fight. They seemed like they just got completely outnumbered when they had more heroes still alive. And they need to be able to...
Now without 2 of their team Spirit. And now without 3 is FNG. It's picked off on the side of the middle lane. Got to be careful. Coming out on the map when they're not as a full 5 man, as the pick-off potential of ESPADA's team is very strong.
Yeah, and it's going to start getting even scarier because T-Spirit, they're very reliant on holding people in place and, you know, getting their combos and whatnot. BKB's done for Wind Ranger. BKB's getting close to being done for ILTW as well. So that's going to give them the liberty to just beeline for Illidan as they have been already. Illidan's going to be going for like Medallion Solar Crest build to try to counteract. Definitely feeling the fear for this lifestealer though.
We're looking at 2 next. Spirit. Ready to go with the Moonlight Shadow. Looking to make that jump occur.
Dire are scanning.
Got the infested ancient.
So look at Misha. Jumping from BZZ. Does manage to get a crush on 2 from the back of him. One's going to come out, won't clip onto anyone. Illidan has managed to finish off Misha. There's towards the start out there. It's the song from Bible.
They have disrupted. They don't have kinetic field yet for 5 seconds.
Oh, that would have been the dream catch if they had it. But as you say, because they don't, they'll just back away. They know they haven't got the catch, but they come in with the crush. They've got 2, but now the kinetic field is starting to come out. But Nyx is the BKB. BZZ's already out of the combo. Illidan, he'll fall. They've lost their lifestealer. Bible will manage to retreat, get himself away from the Lycan's walls. If they had that kinetic field.
So much damage that comes in. Illidan just dies. as soon as he gets corrosive haze. They have to find a way to protect this man.
Is under attack.
ESPADA keeping that lead and advantage going.
Radiant's middle tower is under
To
attack.
try for this tier 2 tower mid. 20 seconds still until Illidan's back in the game.
Yeah. He's really just having
Radiant's
damage
middle
over
tower
time rather than this like fast, quick one because of this Radiance build. But even then, BKB, Wind Run, even a drums on the Leshrac, all these different maneuverability items to kite around that life stealer.
Every coin helps.
They've got BKB on full both. I mean, he's 6-2 and 12 on this Mirana, part of 18 of 20 of their kills.
He's the most farmed on that team.
Yeah, he's had a great game so far. His team's been getting some struggling team fights just to get the setup properly. But yeah, like you said though, if that kinetic field was up, that would have been a pretty...
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Trying to get some information. They're really kind of trapped in their base for the most part here. It's 8k gold lead for ESPADA. It's about a 5k experience, and they're just sitting here waiting for plays to happen. They're not splitting up and allowing Spirit to use their disruptor at the strength that they tend to do, where they just constantly find glimpse kills over and over again. Staying all together, looking to take.
Spirit ready to leave the base. ESPADA getting positioned for the wraparound. Illidan coming quite far out there on taking down those summons. And look at the Moonlight Shadow, but they're sitting around a sentry. A very good vision here. Play around and straight away the wall getting people. So at least Steph and G will know their plans.
They've been sitting here for over a minute, not allowing Spirit to get the space on the map. Since that bottom lane is very pushed in, it's hard for Spirit to really go there and farm. The book will be cleaned up. G, that gold close to his BKB. They have to be very quick on their fingers, though, on the side of Spirit. Getting that BKB off is going to be absolutely crucial for Mirana, Kunkka, because we've seen how fast they can get brought down from this damage from the side of ESPADA. Tower claimed. They've got BKB just being delivered on the Lycan with that last courier usage. Ready to go to threaten, and book is up again.
Goes straight onto immersion. Rage ending, a back off. They've got the X mark. G looking for the combo, but not going to find the torrent off the back of the X mark. Immersion's able to walk off.
Illidan literally just walks up and fast kills the book right away. That was a freshly summoned victory. And it will push ESPADA away from them. And they might lose some people here.
Give the X on to Misha. There's the sleep. Very nice dodge. As Misha, how good Bane can be against the Kunkka. Stopping those sort of free catches that a Kunkka in pretty much any other game would absolutely get.
I just like that ESPADA is sitting around this area. They're like, do not allow ourselves to just get picked off. Control this area. Control for the next Roshan. That's the goal in this game when you have this type of Lycan. Your second Roshan is one of your biggest keys to try to break that high ground. You weren't able to early. It's not giving much breathing room to Team Spirit. Illidan is now venturing, try to look for places to farm. The rest of the team will smoke up. Probably look to meet up with him as well. They do not want to fight without their life stealer so much, but now they do see Lash.
They might be forced to. Maybe if they can get a quick pick, they'll be okay. They'll look towards immersion. Again, very hard to sort of catch. Arrow pop with that bam off. With that torrent and both, they'll find him. But BZZ's in with the counterplay. Comes in with the crush Biver. He's got the song, but the kinetic field static some have already been used, so they have to get out. They don't have the follow-up to the song. And ESPADA, they're ready to chase. They do. They have the corrosive haze onto G.
The Radiant stopped the blink dagger from ESPADA for a second, but
he does still get it off. Comes forward, but the child was laid down. Fiend's Curse there. They need someone to cancel it, but they can't. G is dead. Illidan's coming in with the wraparound. He's looking towards ILTW, but with the BKB on ILTW and the corrosive haze on Illidan, Illidan cannot fight. He has to retreat. Buyback from G coming out.
Big for ESPADA. That was the Ancient in the back canceled the blink dagger for a second, but not long enough. Allows BCC to get that next question. BCC is having great performance on the Slardar as well. Both offlaners. Really stepping it up for each team.
He's not quite able to get that perfect combo last time around. While they're getting the song off, you can imagine that it was so low, so FNG probably didn't expect him to get the chance to, so he just dropped the static storm and can go down at the same time.
Lane.
If he can get the catch with his Nyx, they can't. None of the spells will hit. Nyx will be fine. Current combo off the mark.
It's pretty sad when you see Bane is 0, 7, 11, but Misha's actually done incredibly well.
He has saved so many lives.
Yeah, so many lives have been saved from this.
So he has managed to finish off the Solar Crest. Would you imagine we'll see him go back for next?
Still some more armor. I think AC could even possibly. Maybe Manta.
Finds the catch. They've got the shackle. He's gone. Fiverr will try for the TP and does make it just before Immersion finds him in the trees.
And that could be Roche. Miranda dead. They kill it so fast with level 2 corrosive haze now.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Really no way that Spirit looked to go over here.
No, Immersion's been quietly farming for quite a bit too. Has Aeon Disc, Yules, Drums, and an Urn. Level 15 Lesh, ahead of his Slardar and farm. Almost tied with G.
They're not going to be able to jump and kill him.
Yeah, this Lesh is definitely putting in a big punch in the fights now too.
Coming together very nicely from this guy. The draw. I mean, they had the Lycan.
They have the Lycan, right? This is what we're talking about.
But there are other things that are working great.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
but they do also. They have the Lycan.
They have the Lycan.
They have the Lycan. You can't let teams do that unless you want to lose. Don't let your opponent play Lycan unless you want a very hard game at the least. As we're certainly seeing is the case here for Spirit. 12k behind.
Looks to get. I mean, he's queued up. He just did a Yasha on Illidan for now. So he's trying to get movement speed. Not get kite around so much. Immersion.
And down the low, having the Manta. So yeah, a nice answer for the corrosive phase. But that really does destroy him.
Absolutely. They've stacked up a lot of ways where he went Solar Crest and Fiverr went Medallion. So they're trying their best to protect this lifesteal, protect the targets from getting fired with that minus armor.
Good job on Immersion.
This time.
Again, sleep, slowing things down. Immersion. Illidan's trying to finish him off, but he can't. As immediately the focus by corrosive haze, Illidan just dies in the matter of a second. He's gone for 60. The song was out from Biver, so Biver, can he get himself far enough away? It looks like he can. Xbox there.
Oh, the book! Oh, the arrow hit the book!
No, it didn't.
It did.
Oh my goodness. Oh. We gotta get a replay of that. We gotta get a
JJ replay of that one.
I mean, we should watch him pushing the boats. We'll get the replay later. We'll be able to watch the replay later. But
that was also a Nick win range.
Was that intentionally placed in front of the arrow, the summon? Or?
It looked like it just kind of ran into it, to be honest. But look at the Wind Ranger's damage in that last fight, though. 3,200.
I mean, yeah, with that corrosive haze. And that is a Rax. 33 minutes in. They'll take it, ESPADA.
We've seen this before. Almost a full MKB now as well on the Wind Ranger to deal with that Solar Crest and Radiance that is there for the lifesteal. It's looking really, really hard. It has been for quite a while.
I think this is it, isn't it?
I mean, look at the fact that they can't kill Immersion when he's arrowed like this.
Sure.
Already
It's not enough.
It's not there. He doesn't have a focus.
And look how quickly he dies.
Dies incredibly fast.
And here we go. Here we go.
Let's see the arrow.
Poor old Phobos. Was it intentional? Where's the arrow? There's Phobos turns. Arrow comes out.
We'll give it to him anyway.
We'll give it to him anyway. Intentional play.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Ouch. That's painful. Excellent replay.
Very nice, very nice. JJ. 18k lead now for ESPADA. And Spirit really turned this one around.
I feel like they need to get like every spell to land perfectly. I still feel like they lack damage.
Oh, BTZ. Let's get the two-man crush. Immersion gets the two-man stun follow-up as he's straight with the damage. Looking towards FNG. Ian just there to keep Immersion safe. FNG tries to run away, but the damage from the ledge is too much. They've lost FNG for 40 seconds. Illidan just getting shredded. The song will save him. Biver able to keep him alive. They're turning around the song. Bo not going to do it as the sleeps there on ILTW. ILTW is able to run himself away. Phobos trying to chase down BZZ. The arrow comes out onto the Lycan.
Now he focused.
With the focus fire onto Phobos, there's no way to save Phobos. Phobos is gone. Nyx is pretty deep. The rage. Again, corrosive haze on Illidan. Illidan has to be so careful once corrosive haze is on him. Torrent onto Nyx. Can they kill off that Wind Ranger? They can, but he's got the Aegis. Nyx is going to be back for round 2. They need more out of this Spirit, and they're trying. G's in. He's looking towards RTW, but RTW back up to full health. The Poker's fight nearly finishing off G. The power shot as well. There's the Shackle. He's going in. He's still disarmed. Can G keep himself alive? He can't. Nyx is able to get in to get the kill. Punka down for 80 seconds. ESPADA coming in to clean up even more as Viper gets jumped upon. FNG shut down as well. GG is pulled. And ESPADA, they get the Lycan.
You know,
they win the game.
They get the Lycan, but this last big slaughter.
It was the slaughter.
Fantastic. Multiple 3-man crushes, multiple 2-man crushes, and whatnot. Corrosive Haze just had such an impact in this game. You just felt they couldn't take fights. That one person would get Corrosive Haze, and they just died. really fast on ESPADA because they've got a bounty hunter. They want to kill, abuse that track.
10 seconds.
And they want to be the ones on the aggression on the side of ESPADA. You don't want to be on the back foot so much. When you're playing versus Disruptor, that's how you get glimpsed. If you're the ones doing the moves, then it puts Disruptor in an awkward spot when getting ran at, as we say so much. And yes, that was Owen's spot. Not me.
Always. Lunapan. Why is the focus all wonky now?
Oh, and you found socks.
That's why the cat was in the clothes or another room.
Oh, because you found socks.
And he.
Yeah, I went to get socks and the cat just ran into the clothes.
AKA he left the door open for 40 minutes.
No, the cat was desperate to get into the room with the clothes and I don't know why. Stupid cat.
There's the one that is allergic to cat. And now have cat hairs all over his clothes for the rest of the year. How cats work.
I just realized you never have the same.
I'm wearing the same pair.
It's like you do it on purpose to wear it.
I just don't see the purpose in wearing the same. Like, what?
Do you do it on purpose though?
I don't do it on purpose. I just literally go grab two.
If I give him two of the same ones, he'll wear two of the same socks.
Yeah,
otherwise he'll
just grab the first two that he sees.
I don't go.
I mean, it's okay.
I'm gonna be, different. I just go.
How do we know the cat's not dead?
Where's the cat cam? Oh, the cat is dead. The cat is literally not moving. What? Don't put the dead cat cam on, JJ.
Jesus.
That's the wrong cam.
JJ, please.
Put the cover up cat. The one that breathes.
But someone in chat said, Fog, you need to buy a razor. I thought that was really mean.
Why? I mean, you haven't shaved.
But that's mean. Is it that bad? It's pretty bad.
Some people do that intentionally. Not just the 5 o'clock shadow, but like it is basically the 2 days.
I mean, my mustache grows pretty disgustingly fast. So I mean, I can't blame the guy. But that was mean anyway. You shouldn't bully.
You should definitely bully.
You should bully.
Send lots of abusive messages.
And there's the gyro we said that was probably gonna get picked, but they actually banned it.
Dead cat cam again.
Dead cat.
Why is the cat dead?
JJ, what are you doing?
Hello, kitty.
It looks like Kitty's looking at you though.
Kitty, move for the camera.
Dire team pick.
What? You plug it through. What does it do?
Oh, so that's a core.
You made it move a bit.
Oh, it's core clockwork, and they're gonna set up for Shadow Fiend. They're setting up for SF. Shadow Fiend, because now they've got. It's not only just the Shadow Fiend clock, but it's also with the Naga. You have a very good sleep combo.
JJ, did you kill the cat?
It is pretty
and
good.
You're trying to cover it up, saying it's the USB drive, it's the camera.
This is a guaranteed offlane clockwork, though.
Show the cat.
Yes. Very good versus Bane, though, throughout all instances of the game. Not only just to get vision of the Fiend's grip, but of course, if you get on Bane, very tough.
Yeah, the flare vision is a little less valuable with the bounty hunter on the map, though. You'll never be able to catch him out.
Yeah, but you'll be able to see where the Bane is in the back lines. And, I mean, clockwork versus Bane is just... Get on top of him, the animations are too long, blah, 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 blah.
We got coming up then here for this third pick.
I think Spirit's also just trying to match fighting, right? If you see a bounty hunter, you want to fight. You want to fight back.
I mean, I think you just want to get the yeah, with Jara being banned, I think that definitely would have been what ESPADA wanted to get.
Yeah, both these teams actually.
I mean, every time there's I do like to see the Tinker, but I guess they got a good catch.
Nyx does like to play it,
I
but
wonder if you've got to worry about a 5th Tinker maybe coming through, but tanking.
That's BZZ's hero.
Is he going to be the core tanking?
And I know I said Phobos as the slaughter last time, but it was BZ. Oh, Cat's
alive!
Cat's good.
No, dead.
No.
No, it's alive. It moved. I've seen it move.
She's moving.
Oh, she's moving.
Oh. Hello, cat.
It's like, what the hell is this?
We all get so happy. We all get so happy.
The cat doesn't even listen to us.
His name isn't Cat.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
It's a she.
Yeah.
My lady.
There you go. You turned.
Dire team pick.
No.
And she heard you scream.
And there's the Shadow Fiend. It had to be the Shadow Fiend. When they pick that clock, it has to be.
My lady.
All right.
Shadow Fiend clockwork indeed.
Shadow Fiend clockwork and Naga. Very nice. This bounty can bully though. If they pick a strong mid laner, then they can just sit bounty +1. Is Wind Ranger available again? It is. Nyx did have a great performance on that hero the last time around.
Radiant team back. Templar
The TA.
They're gonna just do the straight up TA.
Yeah, I like that.
The TA versus SF.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You get the track on them. You get Hurricane Pike on TA.
Great for the lane for the most part. That's, I think, their most thing. But SF, with the souls, you do have a bit of a better time there.
I'm thinking this laning stage is going to be very fun. What?
This should be a good lane phase.
Well, what are they going to ban? So Espada still need their carry.
5 seconds
Oh, something that works. I want something that works nice. I would not mind. No, maybe I would actually.
Dire team ban.
I was thinking safe lane OD.
I don't like that versus Disruptor though. And Lifestealer.
Do they need something also that can, I don't know, add a little bit to a team fight? Because
Well, I'll tell you who's also really good here for Espada, and you're gonna love this one.
Oh,
Wraith King.
I was gonna say CK for Team Spirit too. I thought you might like that one. Because there's only Sanking AoE right now to deal with Phantasm.
I don't think they would have banned Lifesteal if they're gonna pick CK though.
Is Carry Void completely gone?
Okay.
No, we see Void.
I think in some regions, it's more than others. We usually see it with like Void Death Prophet. I think is like the big.
I think
one.
China still plays a bit of Void.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Is ILTW's hero?
Is Morph still here? Morph still here? Why not Morph?
Why not Morphling?
They could pick some elusive thing. There's not really crazy lockdown. It's just Disruptor, Naga.
5 seconds remaining.
Why not Slot? Because they banned it.
Because they banned it.
Why would they would ban Slot if they wanted to play?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what really stood out to me. I just thought Spirit, and I'm thinking like CK, but
sure.
Because it's like if they do get to late stage, it's like TA you just get eaten.
Yeah. I don't know what's so nice with the TA. Maybe could they just do a Venge carry
on Spirit?
On Espada.
Or on Espada.
Not a fan of the Venge.
Not too crazy about it. I feel like they'll lack damage in fights if they do that.
Need to go back for the Sven?
No, Sven. I'm not Sven.
But we're missing something obvious, right?
Well, if it was obvious, Espada would probably have picked something.
Yeah, they probably would have picked it faster, huh? I mean, this is the, it's 1-1, right?
It is.
This is the decider.
Tough, yeah,
this is
it's a tough game.
This is where the stress really comes in. Where you snap pick. This is where you pick a Medusa or something.
Radiant.
You go for that super late game and hope for the best.
Juggernaut.
Okay.
I really don't like the joke. I feel that's the hero that just loses games at the moment.
We've seen it do okay, actually. Yeah. Mostly with the sustain and the push coming out with that.
Kuman did pretty well with it.
Kuman did very well with that indeed.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Jug and TA for me, that's risk.
I see.
Like,
this looks like. I mean, I think so. I think it's the CK for Odin, right? Like
5 seconds
against the Jug, sure. Now you know it's Jug.
But you can dodge the stun.
Spin. Sure,
but then late game, if you spin, he rifts you through the spin and you die.
Oh, okay, literally just
at 20. The level 20 is where everything.
If he can get away with getting Midas on the CK, getting 20 at good time, go for it.
I'm only saying this because it's Illidan. Yeah. So.
And you know what? I think he's going to get away with it because I don't think this TA and Jug are going to be able to finish the game in time. And Illidan, as long as he goes for his Midas build, which I'm sure he does, because I'm pretty sure he does.
He usually does.
He gets the 20.
They give him first blood always.
CK's going to be good, yeah.
They try to give him first blood.
Take your microphones. Yep. You can press the button. Yep. All right. With Owen and Fogg making their way upstairs, taking their microphones. We got more microphones coming. The more microphones are coming later on today, so it probably will be too late. Perhaps it's still on time for a couple of the last game of the series.
10 seconds remaining.
We lost the cat. Oh, cat stays. Oh, I heard something on the stairs. That's... All right. But it is time for either ESPADA or Team Spirit to make it through the lower bracket finals and get into the grand finals here of the CIS regional qualifiers for the International 2018. And that means it's time for us to listen to ODPixel and Fog for game number 3.
We're not live. Are we live? No.
We're live.
Okay, we're live. Okay, hello. Sorry, guys, we haven't quite set up a communication system yet in this house. But we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game 3.
Game 3
of this best of 3.
We made it.
Between Team Spirit and ESPADA. Winner will move on to play against Windstrike. In a best of 5 with ESPADA TI, the loser will go home. So let's see what we've got in.
Let's just watch. Let's see if they mess up the cogs. This is crucial here. All right.
Oh, they don't mess up the cogs.
Nice. They messed up 2 on the first one.
Oh.
So,
boys,
keep our eyes out. Illidan with his triple mango build. I think this is the build on CK. You want all the mana to spam your spells, get as many kills as possible in the lane phase to enable. But for people who have not seen Immersion and I think ESPADA in general together, I don't believe they've lost with Bounty Hunter, if I'm saying that correctly. JJ might be able to yell at me later or bring something up, but as far as I've seen, I saw them win like 4, maybe even 5 games with Bounty. He was very good.
We'll see what they can do with it against the Illidan Cat.
That's the bit. Yeah, I mean, this. If this goes late, this CK, as long as they're not at a huge deficit, he will own this game.
Yeah. They don't have a chance against the late game CK. They've got to do it quick.
Oh.
And they do have the lineup to do so.
They get the 3 bounties too. Bounty Hunter was not able to steal that one, but they get 3 anyway. Let's see how much attention they put on this mid lane. They right now have 3 heroes going toward there. Oh, Misha. Look at the Misha checks to see if anyone's sniping the courier again, just in case. The Bane just making sure that FNG's not up to anything here.
We'll do a little pause here around this middle lane. Team speak problems then. We'll get a replay.
What's our lanes looking like?
Oh, we're watching JJ replay. Once we have this pause of...
is this the arrow? This is the arrow on the Necro, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Poor old folks.
Oh, come on, don't be bullies.
Come on, this is bully. Let's see. We'll see it again though, because it was a good...
It was good fun.
Yeah, it was good fun.
And we're still paused.
And here we go. The arrow out. Oh no.
Look at it. Oh jeez. It almost looked intentional.
Oh, because he turns back to kill a lane creep. Because he was just farming a creep.
Alright, we're back. So Bounty Hunter was also looking for a courier snipe, but courier did not go out. And it will be a 2v2 starting right now in the mid lane. Clockwork is up against solo against the Jug, which Clockwork is very happy about.
Nick's actually doing a good bit of work with the side lane. G still a little bit, but G so should be fine. Early rounds, especially with having the Viper Nagatar in here as well.
So it looks like Immersion's going to just manipulate creep equilibrium in the bottom lane. He blocked the pull, and now he's going to be just running around with that second creep wave, giving Sanking a better opportunity to get something bottom.
And then next, obviously having to deal with Biver trying to cut through that refraction.
I like the Bivers starting mid anyway. Sure, they've got the souls, but Clockwork is going to get experience up top anyway.
Yeah, you don't need to two-man top lane.
It's just all about securing G a high, like, good level advantage over this TA, and then they can look to threaten kills with raises.
And then
Bottom.
Having a very hard time at getting in the CS.
FNG trying to close the gap, but they can't.
Going to be a slow start for this TA.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to have to just make sure to stack Ancients, which they'll do in a bit. But Bane is now making the rotation over. We have Runes coming out soon. Bounty as well. So they're bringing 3 heroes mid to try to deal with this.
They've got to do something. As Nyx will salve up.
This is scary already for ESPADA to start, because now Clockwork is going to have full experience in the top lane. And a Clockwork with high levels in this game can really do a whole lot versus TA as Bane. Like, you just get on top of these heroes.
Things may get a little better for Nyx now that the Misha Bane's hit. But we'll see, is already quite a start for that SF bottom lane.
No, it isn't.
Getting run down by the two of them. Not quite enough control to bring him down. Let's force him back quite a bit.
Jug's still getting, for the most part, free farm up top, but we'll have to use some of that gold on regen because the cogs keep getting pushed out. The clogs keep getting pushed. He's burning that mana. I'm gonna say clogs from now on.
Mid. And as soon as Biver starts to move in, Misha's there. Moving into backup next to put Biver off from closing the gap on the TA. One lane immersion. Keeping eyes on the two of them. Middleton. Oh, rifting and creeps there, making sure he gets that CS. Efficiency.
Got to make sure to get that Midas, right? A fast Midas if you can. Can't miss creeps.
You absolutely cannot.
NG. Getting harassed. They don't have a sentry down. He actually stunned for a creep down bottom, by the way. 140 mana for a creep.
Well, you said it. He's got to get those creeps.
Yep. So FNG, they don't have a sentry down bottom, which is hurting them a bit versus Immersion's harassment. Since they used the sentry to deward the pull, FNG is getting bullied back.
Yeah, Immersion is out of mana though. But that harassment going to be a little less. They'll make one sort of final jump onto Illidan with the Burrow Strike and the right clicks. Whilst FNG has had to go back to base.
And I'll stop working for a moment.
Mid lane, Nyx has managed to recover a little bit. Catching back up 12 to 5. Still 18 to 26, although that inflated by the cogs at the start, but it's still a sizable amount of denies on top. But at least Nyx has been able to find something. Now does mid lane with Misha coming in to help him out. And as it is, Biver still sitting ground here mid with G, not looking any intentions of moving off. And again, one of the sort of slower paced starts between these two teams. Oh, beautiful. We got the cat cam on as well.
And we've okay.
Look at that. Oh, it's just temporarily. We'll be sure to get the cat cam on for any good reactions of the cat to plays.
I got too excited. Bounty runes coming up. I unplugged my mouse by accident. Biver. Gonna get sandwiched here.
Blade Fury running him down. Brain Sap was well from Misha, and that will be a first blood 5 minutes in.
And they get all 4 bounty runes as well. That's how you get your TA back in it too.
ESPADA, yes.
Already start to catch back up that gold.
But instantly, overall as a team, 4 bounties and a first blood, bam, 2k gold lead at 5 minutes in.
Illidan getting pressured some more. That 2 levels of caustic starting to add up.
We will drag him under the tower. Does manage to get trapped by the kinetic field, but again, they just don't have the protection position. Top lane, ILTW.
Solo kill.
Walks in. He must have. Did he just hit 6?
I actually think the Omni bounced to the clockwork inside the creep wave multiple times. I didn't get a chance to look quick enough, but I saw creep wave coming in. I saw Omni finishing inside the creep wave. So Phobos was farming very well. That's a pretty high level clock that goes down, almost level 5. Now Jug's level 7. Very nicely done for ESPADA. 3k lead already. Coming out great in this laning phase.
Misha. With Bivers, but they're being forced over to their half of the map. They won't continue to chase. And then Nyx does have a DD rune. Again, back to mid lane goes Biver.
Oh, G misses the catapult last hit. I saw that. Still doing great mid. Level 5 over to level 4 TA, but Nyx has caught back up. That movement from Misha to secure the lane. Really helping them out there. Thought Clock would be having a better time up top. Is getting good levels in last hits, but giving that death to Jug very costly when they've been leaving him alone up there.
Yeah, means RTW is currently sitting at level 7, whereas the Clock's just level 5.
Doing great.
Radiant are scanning.
They know that the bounty's in the mid. They throw the scan, so we'll see the courier divert for the time being. And look at Biver using that Naga mirror image to try to stack 2 camps. Actually only gets 1. But he was trying. So they're trying to enable the Shadow Fiend as much as possible.
We'll head over. Quick hit onto G. Ooh. We'll get a raise onto Immersion. But is now very low on the mana himself. Farming not going to quite be that efficient around those side camps that he's trying to clear.
No, that was great. Just these little things that he's causing to happen. Causing reactions, forcing sentries to be bought early on. Look at Disruptor's money. And speaking of bottom also. BZZ. There's a glimpse.
They've got drags him back towards Illidan. They want to get Illidan the kill, and Illidan will take it. Throws out the stun, make sure that he is the one continuing, or at least starting to get those extra bit of bonus from the kill.
I think he's recognizing this is not an uncontested farm game, so Midas, he's just not going to be an option. He's got to do the Treads. Yeah. I think Treads Armlet Echo is probably more likely, or Treads Armlet into +1.
G near the lane, getting the raising down to Merchant, but there's the sleep. Phobos tries to hook in, but he does not get the control that he would hope for onto Nyx. And now with 4 heroes here, they're going to turn around straight upon him. Immersion does get beaten down by G. In fact, Misha, he'll still fall, so it looks like with the backup from Spirit, they're actually able to outnumber ESPADA's attempt to punish that failed initiation from Phobos. So it actually ends up working out for Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, the hook shot missed, and then they kind of gave themselves to go into this level 6 clockwork, 1100 HP. He's not squishy. They gave him a lot of space up top. Well, he got a lot of space up top because he was in a 1v1. But I mean, the big winner in all this, ILTW. Look at that net worth. FaZe, Aquila, on the way toward that Yasha, level 9. 3 levels above the Shadow Fiend, who got severely babysat.
He's down bottom. Yeah, looking for kills, and they'll take one. Immersion's full. They did get out the ult from the CK for this one. Phantasm from Illidan popped.
Using it to farm. Goes for the Soul Ring. He knows this is just a battle game. The way that they're playing in this laning phase. Keeps running at him. How's our ancient stacks? We only have 1. So we'll probably see them try to get a couple more out there too. Make sure that Nyx keeps up in levels, in particular, as this DA. ILTW switched the build too. Going for Battle Fury now on the Jug. Because he's having such a
so much free farm, yeah. There's always a temptation.
I think wanting to get Cleave, you're versus the CK too. If you can get super farmed, that's where you're going to be able to maybe stand toe-to-toe with the CK if it gets to those later stages. As long as you're ahead of that CK, which he is by about 2,000 gold right now.
And, you know, your TA's sort of picking up her game as well. So she's going to be able to have a decent impact with the Blink and Dessa when it comes. So you have someone making the space, and you can certainly focus on just out-farming your opponent. With the Battle Fury Jug, you'll certainly be able to do that against the CK.
Yeah.
Down bottom, BZZ. Managing to get the epicenter off and puts Illidan off from actually being able to finish off the kill. They do have the wraparound coming from FNG and Biver there, and they have the vision with the illusions. They will still manage to take down BZZ. More money on their way. FNG is the one to take the last touch. They're not going to be Illidan this time around.
That's like 4 or 5 kills in a row for Team Spirit now. Starting to build up some momentum here, even though they're at a 3k deficit in gold. They're getting their CK, those much needed kills to enable him. Bane, Misha, definitely dead down here. Spends all his gold though.
I keep my enemies close, and their corpses close.
Dives into G.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Version. ILTW is starting to make the run over too. The hook shot.
He's managed to get in. He gets his catch onto Nyx, but backups there for Nyx. Misha and Immersion are around. 5 heroes ready on Spirit. They're looking to fight as the kinetic field will catch Immersion. Stun from Illidan follows up as they'll take down the Bounty Hunter. And that is a 5-man effort. There's still space for this Jug. ILTW getting free reign of this top half of the map without any sort of interruptions at all. We've got 90 CS at 11 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, this the TA is ahead in net worth over the Shadow Fiend. That recovery.
These 2 cores are stepping up to be very, very scary for Spirit to deal with.
And, I mean, Sanking's getting a lot of space, too. BZZ getting relatively close to that blink. It's 11 minutes in, but has bought a bunch of small items with the Soul Ring, too, to keep the pressure, keep spamming the spells.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see where they can head next. Immersion.
Do they have Static Storm? They do.
They got the catching control. It would be a huge kill for them to find. You can get that straight up Static Storm and field, and bam, they were quick with it. And the that's perfectly done. Expert play there from FNG, but the Omni Slash still comes out. He'll still die. Even better. Now he's wasted Omni.
That was the dream plays coming out there.
It was ready for Spirit.
Perfect.
FNG.
Yeah, perfect glimpse play there. The courier did die in the meanwhile, though. Immersion sniped a Helm of Iron roll that was going to Illidan. mental damage, the economy damage that this bounty causes.
Misha did have a brain sap and stick charges. Seems pretty healthy. Kinetic field will trap him. He comes in with the bow strike onto Phobos, and that should be enough to keep Misha alive. As in fact, Misha will come back in, look for another brain sap to make sure that he's very much safe. Phobos and Misha both being saved by their respective teams. FNG there as well with a glimpse onto BZZ, making sure that Phobos was alright.
Party shrine.
Farm continues for the jug.
Radiant's
Gotta get in his face eventually.
1300. It's hard for them to really set up those ganks without Static Storm. That's the way that, you know, Clockwork Hookshot into a Static Storm is pretty much the best way of going for that. Or, you know, grouping up, and maybe if there is like an Omni on like Phantasm and stuff, and then they're able to bring him down afterwards. But he's still definitely killing himself right now on this jug. Team tower denied. It's 8-2, but they're still at that 3k deficit. They have more experience going their way, but they've had to, you know, that deficit comes from, of course, a courier snipe. They lost their tower, and, you know, first blood, all those bounty runes, and having this disruptor just spend all of his economy on reveal. Even the Naga is having to buy dust as well too. Look at this map. They've got sentries aplenty placed around, just trying to keep tabs on what Immersion's doing.
Bottom. And they go with a hook shot, quick fire strike out of the cog slow from BZZ.
Glimpse.
They just have the vision. And get him back into the Static Storm, and they will still catch him. Takes a couple of ultimates.
Great great rocket flare there to give the vision for the glimpse.
Radiant are scanning.
Middle lane, Espada should be able to finish off this tier 1 tower.
Oh, the Sand King did buy the blink before dying. I thought I saw blink pop up on the side of the screen there. Spirit's looking to fight.
Well, they want to try and put a stop to this, Illidan. Has the control on the TA. They need the rest to come in though, and they're not going to be able to get there in time. As Viper pops the song, but it's just a little too late.
The AoE nerf.
They're already easily out of range of it, as nobody gets sent to sleep. If they're ready to come back forward here, Espada, they know that there's now no song available for Spirit.
Phantasm was used too. And they're not healthy to fight right now. Team Spirit, no man on Shadow Fiend, no man on Naga, CK only 190. That's already, but they used a lot of go. And yeah, the Sand King has the Blink Dagger. It now has been spotted though, as he's going for that D ward. But they can look to make plays. Is that a Deso finish too? It is a full Deso now.
Full Deso for next now. Tia that was certainly bullied at the start. The smoke coming in though will find him. Straight away, Phobos in with a hook shot. He's trapped, gets the refraction out, and he's got backup. So Nick, he's actually going to stand his ground to fight back against Phobos. Will be a temporary sleep onto Phobos, looking for the setup, buying time for the track to come in as well from Immersion. They'll be able to take down Phobos, get that track gold, and maybe they can look to try and chase some more. G on the high ground with the record Static Storm. Oh my god, he's trapped them all here. The turn with the raises, they'll get 2, they'll probably get 3 as well. And Illidan coming in for the side with the Static 2. FNG Disruptor ready with the Static Storm on the high ground as they walk in and just get absolutely shredded by the combo from Spirit.
Walking into high ground at nighttime versus Shadow Fiend Disruptor. That was a risky play for them, just even conceptually. And they get punished for it. Now mid, Nyx. Illidan ports in. They have follow-up.
FNG, they've got Phobos. They're in. Nyx trying to fight back. They do have the crit from Misha. The Ivor's coming in. He's going to be able to have the net to cancel the channel. The Nyx is able to get up, and there's BZZ, the epicenter. Forward stroke on to 3. BZZ securing the double kill. They will lose Immersion, but a fantastic jump from BZZ. We're seeing both teams coming out with the big wombos as Viper. Looks like he all managed to get himself away from BZZ. He did jump forward, try and catch him with the Blink Burrow.
How many tracks was that? I think that was like a 2, at least. I think both heroes were tracked, actually. I do want to say. Because he threw out 4.
I think so, yeah. It's got to have been that fight.
Yeah, it had to have been 2 track kills.
At the time. We'll see this fight again up top. So the mistake, as you say, being made is Espada here did go in a little too blindly up to the high ground.
Yeah, because they got like what? It's a 5-man track kill, I believe. I think the Sand King's in AoE range to get that track gold too. 5-man track kill, and then they continue to pursue into this full-out combo. Beautiful though by FNG, catching 3 of the heroes inside that kinetic with the SF ulti too.
There's just no chance for the escape. With Illidan coming in as well, having that final bit of a grab to get the 3rd.
But the punchback did happen, of course, in that mid lane. That That epicenter. We said this was going to be an exciting game. We said there's going to be a lot of combos coming out, and we're already getting that.
Merchant does head himself underneath a sentry.
That'll happen from time to time. As a bounty, when this disruptor, FNG just non-stop spamming sentries.
$14 to 5. 4K advantage at the moment still for ESPADA. And looking around the Roshan pit is Spirit. I mean, they do have good fight around it. They have Phantasm up as well as the Song of the Siren. But likewise, they have to be aware of BZZ once he has his epicenter back online. So look to make a move towards the top.
They have to make sure, they have to guard that Roche area. Just make sure the TA can't get in there. It's like, that is what you need to do as a TA. We always say, like, TAs, Lycans, these type of heroes, you absolutely need to get those Roches. You can't allow the other team to deny you from that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
BZZ.
He's in position.
He's got the epicenter. You ready to jump for this? That's the question. Wrap around coming through. The Radiant have scanned Spirit. Know that there's people in that tree line. There's the jump. BZZ straight in. Immediately looking to go to G. Song of the Siren's out. G's going to go. He cancelled it? I mean, it still worked out. Oh, okay. G, okay. All right. Okay. But he can't. I'm sure G's fine with this, but at the time, he was like, what the hell? And then he was like, oh, okay, you guys have got the cleanup with Illidan, but...
Oh my god. If that fight doesn't go well, that could be just game throwing. Like, that actually...
But I mean, it did.
So scary. It wasn't, though, so okay.
It was good. It was good for Spirit. I mean, they get a triple kill for Illidan, but indeed, G at the start...
I got a mini heart attack.
Felt a bit flustered there after Biver turned his song off pretty much straight away.
Dire's top tower.
But it worked out.
It worked out.
I mean, maybe he could have kept it on, let him TP out, and then they could have killed them all.
I think so, maybe. But either way, you know,
it worked out.
We won't overlook at it. No. That was very terrifying for a second. FNG.
Oh, we'll see the replay now. Oh no, we got stuff going on. Illidan is getting Omnislash, but he's got a lot of HP. He's turning onto Immersion, but there's the blade through. They'll take down Illidan. They've got the grip. They've got the trap. That's the track onto FNG. That's a second down. Now Phobos. He'll be chased to another potential track kill setup as Immersion gets the track out. Burrow strikes in. And again, as soon as sort of Team Spirit takes a fight, ESPADA are quick to take one back.
Back and forth we go.
Roshan. Now the opener. They'll head straight into the pit.
They should just be able to get this one for free.
I mean, really are seeing the power of the track. Okay. They've got a 5k lead despite being at about half of the kills. Obviously that farm game has been incredibly strong for them. You can see. Leading the CIS job. ILTW.
Oh, a regen rune right outside the pit. ILTW. Full health.
FNG does manage to find Thunderstrike and does onto Immersion. Catch out the bounty.
They gotta get more. Can they get the glimpse? FNG.
He's trying for it.
Puts the ward down.
Oh, nice ward. FNG. I mean, Misha was just on the tip of the nighttime range of that ward.
It just caught him at the end of like the vision, right? It was just on the edge of it. I didn't get the switch in time, but I'm sure JJ.
He did.
JJ got.
And he was literally. That must be the last chance we've seen him before he heads in. Very impressive catch there from FNG.
We'll have the 200 psionic trap damage talent being taken up.
Structures are fortified.
We will have to keep an eye on those traps to cutting waves.
See how well he uses them next.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of potential with the traps.
Sure.
That damage, as you say, to cut the waves.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So we'll be a straight heart rush onto Illidan. He's got to be careful too because there's already Spirit Vessel finished on Immersion, so that damage only gets better and better versus those high strength.
Sure, but I mean I like it much.
But he loves the
for the BKB this because BKB doesn't do anything. So the tanking.
Good versus the tanking, but yeah, you want to delay it.
You just want either HP or armor.
I mean, it's Illidan
It's just so good for your illusions.
Illidan loves going for the heart rush too. That's just his bread and butter, and he's the CK.
I mean, once he does hit 20, armlet and heart with the rift for immunity, you kill that joke. Absolutely.
Yeah, you kill Joe, you kill anybody.
You kill the joke. You kill anybody.
As long as you're not controlled.
That with the heart with the armlet, that's just so much.
We didn't get to touch on too much on G's build this game.
What's he going for?
He's gone for like a little bit of it's a little bit of a throwback build. I used to see him mid one do this build like a while back, of course. Like back
taking the attack speed talent too.
TF major. Yeah, he took the attack speed. He's going full right click.
Okay.
I mean, I meant the BKB Dragonlance. I mean, BKB is gonna be great, but the Dragonlance first is something we haven't seen too much lately anymore. Most SFs I see go for like Shadowblade, if anything. At least when I see maybe playing it, or Iceberg even. We got the level 15 talent. So CK now 3,000 HP without that armlet turned on. So he'll be sitting with armlet on once he gets that heart. I think it's like 4,600 or 4,800 HP about. It gets to be a pretty ridiculous. Still no blade mail on Phobos. So this little downtime Spirit trying to farm and catch back up, but they're still at a 7k deficit. And
full Manta.
And they farm faster on Espada. They've got the Battle Fury Jug, they've got a Templar Assassin. I mean, CK is not known for his farming prowess.
No, I mean, that's what we do, you know, living liking to go for the Midas in a lot of his games, but this time around it's obviously understandable why he didn't, and you know, the reason why he didn't got this army when he did has allowed him to get a lot of action in this game.
Yep. But it's pretty crazy how it's 19-9, and it really is.
Yeah, 8k lead for Espada. As I say, track kills and the farm. The free farm that Jug got, and now that the TA's getting. And
it's economical damage. Look at the amount of sentries on the map. Again, there's always 4 or 5 sentries, so Disruptor, sure, 2,000 net worth, but he would be way high. I mean, we can look at the end, of course, to see how many sentries he buys, but it's a crazy amount when you're playing versus Bounty. And he's been, I mean, FNG again, 3-1 and 14. 17 of the 19 kills were because of being involved in them at least. Same thing with Viper. These two supports. Making constant moves, constant reveal around the map. Focus out now, Espada. They've got the BKB now for this Templar Assassin. They're trying to make something up.
Here we go. Spirit, they're going to run into him. They get the dust out. And then pops the ult. Indeed, the song's there, but Nick's got the BKB out. He's trying to clear through the Phantasms. But on the back, his teammates out, but the Static Storm's down. Does manage to Manta style his way out of the kinetic field. Static Storm is coming back in with Blade Fury. They've lost the Sand King. There's the Omni Slash bouncing around. Illidan sharing it with G. ILTW, can he quite finish off Illidan? They can. They'll get Illidan out. So 1-for-1 at the moment. They'll turn now back towards Phobos as they have the surround. They're taking the clockwork. Biver as well, potentially in trouble as the Shuriken bounce from Immersion goes over towards G. He's got the track out to Biver. He'll look to chase down the Nagasone as Biver tries for the TP out. Will make it. Gets himself back to base, but back towards the mid lane. Nyx and Misha hold down and take out FNG.
That was Misha's positioning in that fight. They get the combo, you know, the Song combo. Requiem's about to come out. Fiend's Grip on top, almost full duration on the Shadow Fiend. They even get a healing ward on the sideline there during that fight for majority of time.
The fact that the Jug was able to escape from that
as well.
That disruptor combo at the start. Otherwise, it would have been a whole lot different. If they could have killed RTW, but they couldn't. The Blade Fury and Manta start were there in play to get him out of the trap.
They didn't even lose the Aegis during that on the side of Espada. Now an 11k gold lead.
We'll see it again here. Now it starts the fight. Suddenly look very hopeful to Spirit. They get this set up. You see FNG comes in, but look to the left. See ILTW? Straight out of the field. Towards mid. They put the track onto him, and G puts the BKB. He's got to run. Incredibly low here. He goes for the TP up. Immersion is coming to look for him, but G will get out. The TP successful. G does manage to disengage. The mid lane Burrow Strike onto Phobos. ILTW charging straight in, looking towards him. Manta starts to remove the net, but the kinetic field's down, so he can't chase forward, doesn't need to. The Spirit Vessel from Immersion finishes him off.
And now this is where the big, I mean, sure, they're already getting a lot of money from track kills, but now it's level 2 track. So it really starts to build up after this.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very concerned for them right now.
Are fortified.
Very tough position.
Still no heart on Illidan. Been slowed down quite a lot. He really needs to get like heart, BKB, blink, and they need to make some big things happen in the next upcoming situations.
We'll see this replay once more.
There's a lot of little things that happen. Like you said, you know, that Manta play from the Jug and the positioning of that Bane. Fiend's Grip stops it. Push him out of that. Beautifully done.
Phobos able to sort of separate himself from the team, but indeed Illidan just being left behind is cut down by a very successful Omni Slash.
I'll take your tribute.
I love when we see little Manta plays like that happen. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I'm trying to get on the low ground and you get pushed on the high ground. You have like the worst possible situation happen, but not this time. And these two big cores, Jug and TA, continuing to lead 15k effectively. Butterfly. Maelstrom. W wanting just, he wants anything possible to deal with the Phantasm. Battle Fury and a Maelstrom.
There we go. Drags them in. There's the sunset. Static Storm drops straight down onto RTW. Tries to mount his way. It's not going to work this time round. Sleep is there to buy him some time, but now the Omni Slash comes out. Huge amounts of damage onto G, but G will manage to separate himself, but overall Spirit, they've lost one. BZZ comes in with a Burrow Strike onto Illidan. And Illidan turns. Gets the stun onto RTW. RTW just managed to keep himself very far away as BZZ is ready to jump forward with the Epicenter onto Phobos. They've lost two Spirit. They're probably going to lose Phobos as well here as BZZ comes in. As again, ESPADA able to take the favorable trades. 3 for 2, and those track kills in play, meaning that it's now a 15,000 gold lead for ESPADA.
And they're full HP after the fight because the healing ward doesn't get taken out during it, and like tracks and spirit vessels are plenty being thrown out.
Getting so far out. Look how much money the bounty's got as well. 3,400 gold he's sitting on. He can get whatever he wants. And
he's living the whole fight.
Is the temptation against the clock. And he will indeed grab it. 1,200 spare. Bam, picks up a medallion as well.
And G, after having such a great start, I think he was like 6-1 for this fight. Just gets Omni Slashed. It sticks on him for just long enough to bring him down. Too much damage coming in.
Yeah.
They do at least get the TA. Took them quite a bit of time. How's the experience? Experience is also 10k. FNG.
Just a glimpse.
That's Misha.
Right back immediately.
They're doing the rush. They're killing it so fast.
They've got to head over soon, Spirit, if they want any chance. I don't think they can make it in time. TA, it's gone. Roshan will be theirs. ESPADA grab the Aegis and Cheese, and Team Spirit, despite having the full lineup of line, they don't have the full repertoire in terms of ultimates. Phantasm, Song of the Siren weren't there, so they don't head towards the pit.
Yeah.
They can't make it there in time. They can't fight them.
And now, I mean, ILTW's now queued up the BKB. So he's like, I'm sick of this sleep combo, sleep disruptor ulti. Once he's got BKB, that's not going to happen anymore. And he buys an Eagle Stomp. But he does have the BKB queued up. But he does have an Aegis now, so he maybe feels a little bit safer to play around that.
How close are we to 20 on CK?
18.
18. I really do need that.
Yeah, definitely.
So they can just take the jug out of the fight. There's Illidan. He's heading forward. He has Phantasm up in a second. Now the Phantasm coming out with BZZ in Spirit with the Epicenter, but the trap. They're in the Static Storm. BKB's out from Nyx. ILTW falling very, very low. The song coming out from Piper, trying to help Illidan, but with the BKB up still, Nyx tries to chase. Now the BKB will wear out. Phobos misses the hook shot. Jump forward. They're looking for Illidan. There's BZZ coming in with a Burrow Strike. Can they quite finish what they can? Nyx jumps forward. Takes down the CK. Fly back out immediately, but there's the Omni Slash bouncing forward. G falling low. The bounce is there beautifully placed from LITW as he'll take down G.
Those bounces.
LTW.
Illidan wants to get so much out of this here. He bought back, and they're not going to be able to chase. The chase potential with this track, with the TA, they just keep throwing Spirit Vessels, and the trap damage goes off as well. Illidan just couldn't get away from it in time. And now the tips come out. Poor Illidan, forced to buy back 20k gold lead, 10k experience.
Ooh, 5 in it. Being very confident with himself. And Spirit in a very rough place at the moment.
Look at these tracks. Want more.
Everything on the line in this game for the two teams at the moment. ESPADA looking to be in the much better position to head forward the grand finals of the CIS regional qualifiers.
And on the backs of the Immersion Bounty Hunter, again, they have won so many games.
I'll be interested to see how Windstrike deal with the bounty. I wouldn't be surprised if they ban it every time. As long as they can close this, they've got all the... They're getting very close to having all the resources to do so. Nyx has a full bottom.
Yeah, the full B-fly, that's... Yeah. And now he's also got the Refraction Dispel, too, which could be pretty cool.
Does it? What's it than that? It's 19, right?
This is Illidan? Yeah, 19 and
19 and a half. Nearly got that 20.
This could be, I mean, this refraction dispels could actually be pretty nice versus the Noggin now. So he can save his BKB a little bit longer.
That's true. I mean, that's one of the games where we actually see that be useful.
Yeah, could be.
It's very much what you get that against. There's one thing.
Radiant are scanning.
Heading across, but it's been scanned. They know, but is that actually going to save them? Because BZD gets in with a two-man burst, right? Static Storm comes down, but it's not going to catch him. 21 Illidan, getting Phoenix Trip, but Phobos is there. Straight in with a hook shot. The bounces from the Omni Slash, though, bringing them down incredibly low. They've got the Song of a Siren from Biber. Will manage to allow the rest of the team to separate themselves. Phobos will get left behind them. Slave him out. Try and walk his way back, but there's no retreat for this clockwork. They get everyone else out of there, though. So considering that was a smoke play from ESPADA, they're at least able to avoid anything too drastically bad happening in Spirit.
Yeah. They still, BKB is now down to 5 seconds on SF. A little bit. Still scary. I mean, now they're really trapped in their base, and the economical damage will continue. 26k gold lead. All these track kills, even if it's for one target, it's amazing. You all get so much gold out of it. The power of the bounty. Illidan's gone for the Hyperstone. Spence's gold, of course. Cool down.
You just gotta make sure you kill whoever you rift in. Phantasm.
But right now, it's, you know, we were saying that rift through the BKB is gonna be great. However, there's 2 butterflies already out, so that evasion is really gonna hurt, and that amount of armor that you really get from it.
But they do have a solar crest on Bible.
Sure. That'll help a little bit.
Whoever gets rifted in.
A little bit of accuracy, of course. You know, 40%.
Something. Sure, it's not amazing, but it's something.
Something.
And
unless they're BKB.
You do have such a...
And then you can't use
okay, sure. If they get the BKB out. Yeah. Or the magic community, sure.
I really want to see the refraction. I mean, this is super small, but I mean, if he does BKB and he gets netted, right? And he pops refraction, then he's free. So I mean, cool. I never really get to see that fight. That.
I mean, no one takes it really. No one does, but as you say, he's obviously taking it because you know Nick's. He knows what he's doing. He said, playing against a Naga Siren, he's take the refraction. No doubt about that too.
What do they got coming out now? So MKB and BKB being MKB for the TA and BKB for the Jug. So yeah, he can't start the combo now on this Jug at all. They're just still trapped in their base, losing more and more of that money game.
Last bit of XP, so they do at least have that rift available. There we go.
He's got the 20. So let's see if they can make anything happen with it. They smoked while they were trapped.
It is hard. Oh, they were oh.
2 heroes were trapped.
Right.
Actually, 3 heroes were trapped.
All right. Well, FNG just tried to TP out in front of the whole team. That's not going to work. Illidan. He's on his own. He's got the backup now. Song comes through. But they don't have FNG. They don't have the follow-up to that song, so they just have to try and retreat. One forward from Misha with the force. Get the hold onto them. He's got the sleep onto Phobos, but it's taken off by Vibes and Lose.
Full defensive Requiem, though.
That's coming out. RCW again, getting rifted, but Illidan turned upon BZZ in with the power strike. Illidan down. Fiber as well. Illidan does not have buyback. As ESPADA are ready to try and claim their first set of racks this game. They're off the tier 3 32,000 net worth lead at 35 minutes in. As this will be an easy set of racks and maybe more. They go straight towards the middle lane. Full minute without Illidan. He does not have buyback. Still on cooldown for 2 minutes.
They can't take the fight into this. They don't have the damage. Healing Ward's going to be back up in 5 seconds as well. So they're all just going to reset in full heal. CILPW backs up just in case. Puts down the Healing Ward. And now they're going to go back in and look to clean up for that second Rex. And still 45 seconds without Illidan.
There we have it. In second. Melee rack straight down towards the bottom. FNG just getting jumped upon. But Viper's there with the save. Solar Crest down the net.
That was 2 misses, I think, right?
Needed without those misses. He would have certainly fought spell on Phobos. Drops onto ILTW. ILTW not messing around. Puts the blade through, moves in. BZZ coming in with the epicenter on top of GG. Trying to back himself away from ILTW. Can they get him back to the fountain? It looks like they can, but back towards the racks. They're in trouble as they are falling. Nyx takes down another melee racks. The ranged racks as well, gone from the bottom lane. As Illidan will now respawn, but he's up against Mega Creeps with the rest of his team as ESPADA. 38k lead at 37 minutes.
With a kill when they're behind in kills.
When they're behind in kills.
They're still behind in kills by
the power of the bounty, the power of the farm, sure, as well.
Yeah.
As we will see this play once again. As they came out of the base, but this was all just a little over the place. As you said, coming out with the smoke after they've been tracked. FNG just trying to get himself out after the ward. I guess he didn't quite expect the whole team to be there, but it's a bit of a surprise as soon as he places it down. And then Illidan too far away. The Omni Slash to start with brings him down to half health. And Biber sure he has a song. Phobos thinks, could we do this? But they can't. They've got to get out of there. And this is already a lot of resources used by Spirit and doesn't achieve anything.
And then they have to use a Requiem as well on the high ground, so they lose all of their damage possible in the team fight, and it gets completely counteracted by a single healing. Look, FNG's pinging it. It looked like FNG misclicked when he did that TP, by the way, because he put the ward down and then he TP'd to the shrine that was right in front of him.
Oh, it must have been.
So it must have been something.
He probably put the ward down, so them going, oh my goodness.
Yeah, probably.
Press on the button.
Could have been a lot of different things.
There's a lot of heroes here. I mean, yeah, he would have been dead anyway.
And now they're just, I mean, they're trapped in the base. They can't even push out Mega Creeps well. None of their heroes do at this point. Like, SF, you can triple raise them, but then he gives these slow right clicks to kill it. Illidan does not clear waves fast either. Jog with the battle train. ILCW, 8, 2, and 10 is farm. All the way at the top there. Yeah, this in theory, pretty solid win for them. Trax is constantly being thrown out. They're picking up some more luxury items. Tipping Illidan. Salt in the wound. Forward.
They head next.
Man, they just can't kill this Jug or TA now. The butterflies. 22 armor TA. How much does Jug have? 40 armor on Jug. Evasion on top 2. 40k. Even if they find those like dream scenarios, it's so hard to bring these two targets down.
I mean, at the start during the Josh, I was like, Jug, really? But I mean, he's blown me away this game, RTW. Sure, he got a lot of free farm and stuff, but he's not messed it up. He has done everything in his power to take this one home.
He got free farm. He solo killed the Clockwork with the Omni Slash in the laning phase.
He's no slip ups at all from him. Getting some great Omni Slashes off in the fights.
Look at where the.
And there we have Misha.
Oh, Phobos.
Moving forward.
They're dancing around him.
But the taunting, the tracking, the gripping, and the slicing and dicing.
And that's the Spirit Vessel charge. And this Spirit Vessel has actually been really frustrating for poor Illidan in this game. Phantasm gets popped, he gets tracked, gets a Spirit Vessel thrown on him. Can't get any of that life steal from the Chaos Strike. And I mean, he's so much health that it's done fast.
G eliminated the buybacks. Will come out. They have the song, but they have the setup. They've got the static storm, kinetic field. They will take down the TA. That's actually the TA without buyback, but there's BZD coming in with a 3-man forward strike epicenter as he gets the double kill. They've lost 2, they've lost 3. FNG can buy back, but Illidan, he's solo. G as well, getting surrounded as Illidan tries to get back towards the base, but BZZ's in with the forest strike. GG is called as BZZ comes in with the game-ending finisher. Another 3-man forest strike epicenter as he would have in this game. 53k gold lead ends on for ESPADA.
They took the kill lead at the end there as well.
They did as well. But there we have